Hey Blue Table fans, it's Thomas here. Long time no see. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, doing a bat rep. So, huzzah! Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm here with Dave. You guys have met him before, of course. We're gonna do a classic battle here, something that we used to do almost on a weekly basis during 5th edition, where we would play against each other. My purple Marines against his red Marines, and he would play Blood Angels, and I would play basically Vulcan Marines during 5th Ed. So it's kind of a reliving of that, minus I didn't bring Vulcan. But yeah, cool. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me tell you what I got in my army. We're doing 1,850 points. So yeah, my centerpiece is my Detman Land Raider, the Forge-rolled Achilles pattern, the one from the Dab War, obviously. It's a 300-point tank, if you guys aren't familiar with it, and it has a hull-mounted Thunderfire cannon, which is really fun. And then it has 2 twin-linked multi-meltas. And then the cool thing about it is that it's very hard to kill tank. It's immune to melta, immune to the extra die that melta gets. It's immune to lances. And it also has this it's called like Fioric Invulnerability or something like that, and what it does is a -1 to any penetrating result that you roll against it. So pretty tough tank. I kind of wanted to bring it for fun. It does not have an assault ramp. Just has 2 side doors, and you can only hold 6 people inside of it. So it's kind of like a overgrown invincible Razorback.
It makes up for that by the fact that it drives around with Thomas's favorite thing in the world, Thunderfire cannon.
I want you to notice, Dave, that it's the only Thunderfire cannon in the list. There's not. I usually will bring a couple of them. They're not here. It's just
because they're not painted.
Well, hey, they're kind of painted. Yeah. We're trying really hard to make sure that we're bringing all painted stuff, so you guys can really get a good enjoyment out of it. Anyway, there's my centerpiece, and then I brought a librarian. He's right here, level 2 guy. Command squad. This is kind of the centerpiece as far as what I'm. Hopefully they'll shoot some guys up. I have an apothecary, and then I have 4 guys with storm shields and grav guns. Yeah, that's Dave's response. Yeah. 2 5-man stern guard squads in the pinker color there. They have 2 combi flamers and a combi melta in each squad. And I think I actually have one of these guys in the wrong squad. But anyway. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's 3. I'm lying to you. It's 3 combi flamers and a combi melta. It's because both squads have it. Then I have a tech marine, just a by himself tech marine with a servo harness. 2 10-man tactical squads that are identical. They have upgraded sergeants with a storm bolter and a power fist on both of them. So we're not focusing there at all. Anyway, and then las cannons in the units and meltas, and then they each have a whatever the thing is called, Razorbacks with las cannons, Rhino for the assault or for the command squad, and a Razorback for this 5-man squad here, and then a Vindicator with a siege shield. What do we got?
Alright. I start I guess off with the centerpiece of my army is probably my Storm Raven.
Yeah, let's get those wings here.
It's a Blood Angel Storm Raven.
Dave, you did this all with brush, right? You free-handed this.
Yeah, well, what I did was, in order to get the wings to be the same on both sides, is I drew it on a piece of paper first, and then I traced the image with tracing paper, and then I laid that with the pencil, and then I laid that with the graphite side down on the wing, and then pushed really hard to transfer just enough of the image that I could then replicate it on the wings and then painted them.
It's flawless.
Thank you. I did it at your house. It took all day.
Well, I know that. I was there, but I'm trying to get, showmanship for the people on YouTube there. Letting them get a look at it.
I am. It's one of the few things I got out here that I am really proud of. So, in this, I'm going to stuff My Death Company, who I've always loved, and with 6th edition Rage getting so much better, I love even more. I like bone-colored Death Company better than black.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. I think there's some photos up. They actually took photos of your guys because there was a customer who had seen them. A client had seen them and wanted to copy them, so we actually have some pictures on our Flickr of them, I think.
So I got those guys, and also, as long as the Dreadnoughts, I think, kind of got taken out of 6th edition, but one way I think you can bring them back in is putting them in things like Storm Ravens. So the Blood Angels have a cool Furioso Dreadnought with blood talons, so I brought one. And of course a Chaplain, because you don't bring Death Company without Chaplain.
You got to.
Then I have, actually the leader of my army is not Mephiston, that's my painted model for a Librarian. So
Cool.
I brought a Librarian. He is not level 2 because that's ridiculously expensive for my codex.
Yeah, 50 points.
So he's only level 1, but I'm going to bring the Blood Angel powers because I'm like what I could possibly do with Fear of the Darkness. And I was going to bring Shield of Sanguinius, but just to give me some kind of a chance against your machine of retardation, I'm going to bring Sanguine Sword.
What's the hate for the Detman?
So Sanguine Sword and Fear of the Darkness, and then a command squad. Not that guy. The rest of them are command squad. You got your Apothecary, your company champion, and then I upgraded 2 of the veterans to have a Lightning Claw and a Storm Shield each.
Nice.
And then this guy, and I left it at home. I got tired of people trying to model banners and hold them and all, so I actually just
Wobbly
modeled it
model
into
syndrome.
I drilled a hole in the base back here in the rock and have the banners designed to sit like he's planted it in the ground. But I left the banner at home. But
That's all right. He has a banner.
they have the chapter banner. And
Okay.
then this guy that I picked up is my current Corbulo model until I make a better one.
Awesome sauce.
But I did bring Corbulo. And then
Curse
these
of
are
Corbulo.
2 identical 10-man assault marine squads, each with 2 melta-guns and sergeant with a power fist.
Okay.
No Stormbolter on mine. These guys came in a Rhino, and these guys came in a Land Raider that's been upgraded to have extra armor and the multi-melta.
And that's got some pretty sweet freehand on it too. If I can get this to focus. This is a Dave's symbol here for his Space Marines. It's not really focusing, but
it's my symbol for everything.
Yeah, it's a symbol for all of his miniatures. What you can't see here is that this is full of skulls. He's got little skulls in there. So anyway, pretty awesome. All right, well, let's roll for a scenario. You want to grab your dice and roll us up a scenario and some objectives. We're playing on the spaceship board, and we have kind of a mix of the spaceship board plus the industrial terrain. And we don't have it deployed because we're going to play via the book and actually deploy our terrain. We are playing 4, which is scouring, I believe. So that's the 6 objectives. They're all different, and then fast attack is scoring.
Is that?
I'm pretty darn sure.
I brought 0 fast attack. That'll be good.
I think I brought zero fast attack as well. So awesome!
Excellent mission.
Good call. Good call. All right, and the deployment 2.
That's good.
Yes, it's
Easy
the
one.
Dawn of War. Okay, cool. So we're going to roll for table side now, and then whoever wins table side will get to pick the first piece of terrain that we'll deploy. There is an even amount of terrain, so both of us will get to place an even amount of terrain. But whoever wins the table side will also place the first objective. Obviously, we're not going to know what the objectives are ahead of time. One is worth 4 points, one is worth 3 points. Sorry, 2 are worth 3 points, 2 are worth 2 points, and 1 is worth 1 point. Those are revealed right before we seize the initiative. So, all right, so table side roll. I win the table side roll. I'm going to just go ahead and stay over here, but I'm going to deploy a piece of terrain. And then once the terrain's deployed, we'll place objectives, and then we'll come back for other rolls after that. So we'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the terrain. Let me give you a preview here. We decided to go ahead and make things real nice and simple. Everything is just going to give a 5+ cover save if you're at least 25% obscured by it. So even this stuff that's already here on that's just connected to the table, if you're behind it. There's no area terrain. We are going to call coming down these stairs, up and down these stairs and ridges here for vehicles, dangerous terrain. So they'll have to roll to see if they immobilize themselves. Our objectives, I placed one here, then Dave placed one there, I placed one here, then Dave placed one here. I placed my last one here, and then Dave placed his last one behind the pillar over there. You can see that. Yeah, right there. So, kind of an interesting look at that, how we decided to place our objectives and stuff. We both have librarians, and we both have warlords, of course. My warlord is my librarian. I'm going to roll out of the Space Marine book, which, by the way, my guys are running the Salamanders. So they have the Salamanders chapter tactics. Here we go. So I rolled a 3, which I'm pretty sure is the ability that allows me to re-roll once per game. Choose one unit within 12 inches and re-roll once per game. I'm going to double check that to be sure. And then also we need to roll for our psychic power, so I'll be right back. I was correct. It is called the Storm of Fire. What it reads is, one use only, declare your warlord is using this ability at the start of one of your shooting phases. For the duration of that phase, a single friendly unit from the Space Marine Codex, Codex Space Marine, within 12 inches of the warlord may re-roll any failed to hit rolls. So, I got that. Dave is looking up and trying to decide which table he wants to roll off of, because he has to still take from the rule book.
I'm going to roll on the personal one.
Personal one?
Just on the one chance I get something decent there. Go
5.
fishing. Tenacity. Your warlord and his unit have the feel no pain special rule whilst within 3 inches of an objective.
So let's just look at this. He placed this guy here as if maybe he was going to go with this unit.
That comes with double.
That comes with double feel no pain. So maybe you're going to switch that up.
No.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to take telepathy because Space Marines, regular Space Marines, don't have book powers anymore, and they don't get to bring the sweet divination, unless, of course, they're the broken Tigurius. So, out of the telepathy table, you roll one at a time, and then once you've seen your result, you check your power, and then decide whether or not you're going to discard that power for the Primaris power. What that means is that basically, like, let's say, for instance, I got the Terrify power. And Terrify is a malediction, which can target a single enemy unit within 24. They don't get any benefit from the Fearless rule, and they have to treat enemy units as if they have the Fear special rule for this power's duration. Furthermore, they'd have to take a morale check immediately. So that could be kind of fun, because I could cast it on his Death Company, and then his Death Company would have Fear. But they're Space Marines. They're going to pass their fear check on a 9 or well, they shall know no fear, so they just don't even care about that. But they would not be fearless anymore, and they'd have to take a morale check. And they have a chaplain with them, and he's leadership 10, so that's kind of a dumb spell. So I'm going to drop it for Psychic Shriek, which is the shooting attack, the 12-inch shooting attack. I roll 3d6, subtract the target's leadership, and they take that many wounds with no armor or cover saves over their leadership. I'm going to take that as my Primaris power, which means that now I'm going to roll, and if I happen to roll a 4 again, I'll just end up with Terrify and have to have it. But there's this 1 in 6 chance of that, and I could end up with one of these other cool things. So I rolled a 3, which is fun.
I don't think that one's cool.
It's Puppet Master. It's a focused Witchfire with a range of 24. The target immediately makes a shooting attack as if it was one of my models. I cannot shoot their own unit. After I resolve the attack, they just go back to being normal.
And I believe they fact that you can't use it on vehicles.
You can't use it on vehicles. So
that's why it's not as cool.
Yeah, it's not as cool as it used to be. He's got a couple of Melta-Guns. Maybe I'll get lucky and make one of them.
Face.
Yeah, maybe make somebody melt to somebody else or something. It is what it is.
It's a focus Witchfire power, though, so what's likely to happen is you'll get the power off, but you'll miss the Melta-Gun, and you'll get the bolter guy next to him who will shoot the Melta-Gun.
The bolt pistol. The bolt pistol next to him, right? Even worse. Yeah. Telepathy, I think, is probably the best table that these guys have. In my opinion, the best table they have that they can take advantage of.
I would agree with you. If you were playing against a ton of vehicles, maybe the telekinesis table.
Right. Well, and you are, but whatever. You have a ton of vehicles, but whatever. I'm not worried about it. Invisibility is really awesome. Hallucinate is really great, and then the fact that I can have a 90-point character with that's a level 2. It's great. Largely, I brought him for. There's several reasons I brought him. One, he's painted. That's always a fairly important thing to think about. And then he's cheap. So what I wanted to do was try and stay away from the things that I've been running lately in my regular games that I play. Is I'm running captains, captains that are close to 200 points, and they're close combat monsters, but it's kind of a sink in points. Versus this guy's 90 points, and what he opened up for me is he gave me the ability to take this command squad and the tech marine, and he's cheap, so I was able to fill out the army with other stuff. So I think it was a good investment. Anyway, Dave chose his powers, which he already told us. Well, you fear the darkness and sanguine sword.
Always fear the darkness.
Tell us what fear the darkness does.
Fear of the darkness is a witch firepower, a psychic attack that happens in the shooting phase. I hit your unit, they immediately take a morale check at -2 to their leadership. I was kind of envisioning you having a few regular Thunderfire cannons.
Right.
It works real good on those because the Tech Marine's only leadership 8, so suddenly and they're almost always deployed fairly close to the board edge.
Yeah, far away
so
from you.
even a Space Marine's Animate Shall Know No Fear doesn't do any good after he runs off the table.
Not at all.
So it was kind of a fear push tactic that I was thinking about.
Something that you did a bunch in at the end of 5th edition. Right?
In the end of 5th edition, and even now in 6th edition, it's fantastic against the Almighty Tau.
Yeah.
Bring a couple 100-point librarians that can use that power out of the open hatch on a Rhino, and maybe a librarian dreadnought in a drop pod as well who can step out and cast it, and you can fear push the Tau right off the table. Riptides aren't even fearless, and they're only leadership 9. You drop that to a 7 and make him run off the table, they'll cry a lot.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. All right, and then Sanguine Sword makes your librarian strength 10.
Strength 10.
Cool. So it's the way to kill my poor Detman. All right, I think we're ready for the Night Fight roll. Do you want to roll and see if we have Night Fight starting turn 1? I should say on turn 1. No, 2. So we'll instead roll starting on turn 5. At the beginning of each game turn, we'll roll, and on a 4+, the Night Fight begins. And then a roll to see who deploys first. I got a 4. And Dave got a 4. I got a 1. Dave got a 6. This is Dave's 6 symbol, by the way. Again, his symbol that he has for all of his miniatures. That's the word I'm looking for. You'll notice that I have Aquila's and... Oh yeah, I got lucky. And the Emperor's Children symbol as my 6s. So when you're seeing the dice, if you're questioning, that's what our 6s are.
For those of you that are going to ask, because I get asked this a lot, isn't that an Eldar symbol? Actually, no, it's not, or maybe it's similar to one, but I stole that from Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade with Sean Connery.
There you go.
That's the symbol of the Grail Knights that were protecting the Grail and all of that, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because I was doing like a Black Templars thing, and since then it's just become my symbol. I put it on everything.
That's great. I like it. Another question that comes up quite a bit is where do we get these dice? And they're custom-made dice by Chessex. So, cool. All right. So, Dave, you choose first or second.
I don't benefit from going second. I'll go first.
Okay. So he's going to deploy first, and we'll come back. All right, Dave. Where did you deploy?
Right here.
All right. Tell us what you got there.
So this is my assault squad. I combat squatted them, but I left both of them in the Rhino. That is new to 6th edition, and it's something I never see anybody do. I think it's very underplayed, but especially since we're playing a big objective mission here,
yeah,
I need to have more scoring units than just 2, so I'm obviously going to combat squad, but I want to keep my force mobile. So combat squatted, still both in the Rhino. The other assault squad, also combat squatted, both in the Land Raider. And then back here is the Rhino that has the command squad with my librarian and Corbulo.
Cool. All right. I have a lot more deployed. He, of course, has the Death Company.
The Death Company, the Chaplain, the Dreadnought are all riding in the Storm Raven.
Gotcha, which could arrive starting turn 2. All right, I also combat squatted. So I have 5-man squads with las cannons here and there, holding some objectives already. Command squad with the Librarian is in the Rhino. The Detman has the Tech Marine and one of the 5-man stern guard squads in it. This Razorback has the other stern guard squad in it, and then I've got the 2 Razorbacks up here with the assaulty side of the tactical squads, and the Vindicators hiding behind them. I have the guys on top just to remind me which is which. We reveal what the objectives are worth right now, right before we seize the initiative.
3 points.
Here's my 1. It's great. Awesome.
2 points.
This guy is the 2 points, which makes this guy the 4. 4 right there.
3 points.
So 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4. So I got to go get him, which is kind of what he wants since he is a Blood Angel. All right. I will attempt to seize. There's no reason not to, I don't think. I do. Yeah, awesome. Now that's pretty funny. Dave's laughing because what usually happens when we play, and this has happened, I think, in multiple bat reps.
Probably 70% of the time.
70% of the time when we play, he seizes the initiative on me.
Yeah,
I win the roll.
You win the roll to go first, and then I seize.
Right, and so like I've almost taken it upon myself to start strategizing and building armies that are just like second turn armies. Like, oh, I win the roll? Okay, Dave, you're first. Go ahead. So this has got a little bit of irony to it that I just stole the initiative. Awesome. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and go. So I will move, and we will come back after my movement. Okay, so I moved. First, the most important move here probably is the fact that I went ahead and went 12 inches forward with my Land Raider here because I'm not really afraid of anything but his Librarian, and I know his Librarian can't charge me next turn because he cannot charge out of a vehicle that doesn't have an assault ramp. Not only that, but he's also quite a ways back there, so there's no way he's going to get to me. So I'm not worried about anything that he can shoot me with, and I have Power of the Machine Spirit and a Twin-Link Multi-Melta. So I'm going to go ahead and try to, I got Melta range with my Multi-Melta. I'm going to try and blow that Land Raider up right now. It's kind of a classic seize the initiative move, so we're going to go for it. This tank here moved 12 inches. To try and he cleared a path for these 2 tanks. This guy only moved 6 inches. This guy has moved 12 inches. He didn't have range, so short of that. So what I'm probably going to end up doing with him is just going flat out or popping smoke. This guy, I'll go ahead and, during the shooting phase here, I'm going to go ahead and go flat out with him right now. Didn't move either of these. Obviously just shot these 2 squads up behind. So I'll go ahead and make this 6-inch move here. And I don't have to roll because he has a siege shield. And then let's go for some shooting. So I have this las cannon here. The Twin-Link las cannon is going to go into that closer Rhino with the assault squad in it. A hit with a 6.
Sorry I missed that.
That's all right. And then I will pin you. You get a cover save.
All right.
Which you make. Awesome. This las cannon up here, this guy up here, the non-twin linked version, same place. He hits and pins you as well.
Good grief.
Got through that time. For a 1, which becomes a 2, which is still shaken. So you just lost the hull point and you're shaken. Obviously both of these went out flat out, so I'm not going to shoot them. This last cannon here is going to take a shot at the Land Raider. Hits and will glance you. So you get a 5-up cover save.
I don't want to make it. Damn it, I made it.
You made the cover save.
I don't want to make it because I would rather save my luck for when this one shoots.
When that one shoots, which is going to be right now. Here's the Multi-Melta. It'll hit you. I am within pinning range. I will pin you with a 16. Come on, come on, come on.
Damn
yeah,
it! See, I knew that was going to happen.
And I rolled a 1 too.
Yay!
Becomes a 3, so
I'm stunned. Good
All
thing
right.
I paid 15 points for Blood Angel extra armor.
Yeah, I don't have extra armor on my guy. It would only cost me, well, I think it would only cost me 10. It only cost me 10 in the book, in the Space Marine book now, but this is not from the Space Marine book. So I don't know how they've changed, if they've changed it. It's probably, it's either 10 because
or 100.
It's either 10 or 15. It's either 15 because they put it in there. Yeah, it's 100. It's 100. Or it's 10 points because sometimes what they'll say is, they'll say in the Vidab War books, you know, these items are found in the Space Marine Codex or whatever. So it could change based on that. All right, so I did a hull point to it and stunned it, which means the guys inside, if they get out next turn, cannot shoot.
Accepted. I accept this.
He accepts it. It's an assault squad. He doesn't really care. All right, cool. So he lost a couple hull points. These guys are going to go flat out, and then it's going to be his turn. This guy needs to check to see if he immobilizes himself going over this stuff here. He doesn't, and then we'll just go flat out. So. All right, and it will be Dave's turn 2, or 1. Yeah, turn 1. All right, Dave, where did you move?
I moved my shaken rhino up here, across this. I rolled a 5 and didn't get broken. I moved the Land Raider around 10 inches or so up like this. I'm going to use Thomas's tactic and use my Power of the Machine Spirit to fire one weapon at full ballistic skill, and I'm actually going to be at a different target than the vehicle, which is going to snap-fire its las cannons into the ugly beast. I'm going to go for some super luck here.
Super luck to try and... Well, you have twin-linked 6s, and twin-linked 6s, and then followed by 5s or 6s to glance or pin.
6s. We're not interested in glancing it.
Yeah, glancing
it's
it.
It's not in the market. And then this drove up behind here.
Cool.
So we're going to start off with this thing moving flat out. So
okay.
Again, I'm going to cross more terrain. So I can take the test
itself.
again. It's not a 1.
4.
And it's a Blood Angel Rhino, so it's fast. So I have to keep an inch away. It's roughly there.
Yeah, close enough.
This one's going to pop smoke, even though I'm pretty confident in where I have it, just because you never know. And honestly, it's not going to shoot this turn, so why not?
Cool.
Because this, starting next turn, hopefully it's in a position where I don't really care that much about that.
Right, and we've definitely got a tank battle going on here.
So now, this is exactly, basically 12 inches
away.
Keeping me also in melter range. And since this thing's a fun hater and is completely...
There's nothing wrong with me.
We brought Melta. I'm going to shoot this instead.
All right, so you put the multi-melta into my Vindicator rather than wasting my
Thomas has made me hate Vindicators almost as much as I hate Thunderfire cannons. Nobody else does well with them, but Thomas... Ugh.
It's bringing them in numbers, Dave. That's it.
It's just you having them. You
right.
forget the game where you killed Mephiston with a Vindicator, not by shooting him. Mephiston charged him and went, I need to be strength 10 for no reason, and perils on a 12, so didn't become strength 10, plus gave himself a wound.
Yep.
Failed to do anything with his strength 6, even though he was hitting rear armor of 10.
Yep.
And then the following turn, your Vindicator went, well, I'm tank shocking forward. Mephiston's not fearless, and so he ran, well, I'm out of here.
And I escorted, this was 5th edition, so I escorted Mephiston off the board with a Rhino after that.
Yes, yes you did. I hate Vindicator.
I think that was the last time that Dave played Mephiston.
That is. Okay, so here's my multi-melta shot.
Multi-melta. It hits.
It hits. That's the one that was making me nervous.
Right, yeah. It's not twin link, so. And it will pin very much, so go ahead. Of course, Dave rolls 5 plus 2. Explosions.
First blood.
Poor Vindicator. Should not have moved you so far up.
And the primary target of the Land Raider is actually the Fun Hater.
The Fun Hater.
So here's my twin-linked snap shooting las cannons.
All right. One will hit, of course.
Just one. Not going to roll the same dice. That'd be just pushing my luck.
I just want everybody to know that Dave just rolled a 6 followed by a 6. This is 4.
Oh, that was a 6 for a half a second.
So it's a 4. It's a weapon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm happy with any one of those.
Okay.
1, the one pointing at me.
All right, that multi-melta is currently broken.
Oh, that's right. You have to say currently broken because you have a tech marine.
I do have a tech
I hate tech marines too. Thomas has taken all of the things in the Space Marine Codex that most people don't play and been like, these are really good, and now I hate them.
Don't be a hater, Dave. It's okay.
That's it. That's
That was your turn, which was better than my turn. All right, so my turn 2. I'll make some moving and come back. Okay, movement. So this guy just pivoted in place, and then I got out the stern guard that were inside, which I just realized I got them out illegally. So, gonna remove them real quick because they have to get out one of the sides. They can't get out the front. Yeah. So that's a thing. Hold on just a second, guys. We're removing stuff because Thomas is trying to cheat. Oh, by the way, just so everybody was aware, Dave rolled a 4 on his roll. He was AP2 with the las cannon, which would have gone to a 5, which is an immobilized result. But because of the Furic invulnerability, it goes back down 1. So they canceled out. He rolled a 4. It was a weapon destroyed. So I pivoted on the spot there. This tank moved up. It got out these guys, which these guys can change where they're moving now because there's other guys that are not where they thought they were going to be. Stern guard, the other stern guard squad got out here. Here's the unit break. These 5 and these 5. Did the same thing with these tactical squads. They got out. We're just going to try to go after these. Dave has a huge advantage in close combat capabilities, in my opinion. He has, luckily for me right now, I still have, you know, this turn to try and shoot a bunch of stuff that's isolated, and then he has a storm, maybe a storm raven's going to come in.
Speaking of huge advantages in close combat, we forgot to roll Red Thirst.
I'll go for it.
So there's 2 squads in here. So the squad with the sergeant is not, and the other squad is also not. By the way, that's how you do that. You roll, if you combat squad, you roll for each half. You don't roll once and then combat squad them.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people do. Okay, so the Land Raider, same thing. Sergeant, it's a 5 and a 5. So nobody. And then the Honor Guard who don't need it, it's a 2. So far, nobody's angry.
That should be all of your rolls, right?
I have to roll for my Dreadnought.
Oh, the Dreadnought gets to roll.
But you don't roll for them until they're deployed, and he doesn't actually show up till maybe next turn.
Right. Okay, cool. Let's do some shooting. We're going to start with... man. All right. I got to try and make a decision as what I want to shoot where first. Okay, cool. We had to change our batteries real quick. Let's start with this. We're going to start with this las cannon. No, this one here into your guy. Yeah.
You can give the audience vertigo.
I got so many las cannons. Sorry about that, audience.
That's a hit.
It's a hit. Followed by a bounce off.
Good job.
Awesome. We'll do this one into your rear armor. Hit. Pin.
Unless
Mount's probably higher. Yeah, no cover save.
okay.
And a 2, which becomes a 3, so you're stunned, but it is a second hull point, so you only have 1 hull point left.
Okay.
That will give a cover, so we're going to fire this third guy here. He's going to fire into it. Twin linked, so I rolled a 1, followed by a 3, which is a hit, and a 5 for a pin. So if you're going to be a wreck, do you explode? No. So
Okay.
you're a wreck, you're going to have to get your guys out.
Okay.
Let's have you get them out, and we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, so Dave got his guys out. He got the 5 regular guys out this side, and then the 5 with the sergeant and the 2 melta-guns out on this side.
I have 2 pin checks to make. So regular guys
Are pinned.
are pinned.
Brutal. Okay, so we'll lay down.
Second squad is not.
Is good. Okay. Awesome. All right. Pass the camera off. We're gonna do some more. Okay. We're gonna shoot these squads into them actually now. That's why I decided to not use my melta-guns and try and take it down with the las cannon because I want to be able to shoot the bolters too. This squad here is gonna shoot into these guys. I can only see with 3 of them, but it's the sergeant, 1 tactical marine, and the melta-gun. So the sergeant has a storm bolter, and he's got the whatever their rule is that characters have. So if I roll a 6 to hit, I get to choose my target, which I don't. So 1 hit. Then I have a bolter shooting rapid fire, which will hit once, and melta-gun, which will hit as well. So we can just switch the dice up. The purple is the melta-gun for a wound, and these other 2 are bolter wounds. So 1 guy is going to die, and 2 guys are going to take saves.
Okay. Here's my saves.
So 2 guys are going to die, which is both of your melta-guns.
Well, that's terrible.
Huzzah. Okay, so then this squad's going to fire into you from the front there. Here's the melta-gun, which will hit on a 6, and roll a 1 for wounds. So no guy will die from that. And then I will roll the bolters. I have 3 bolters and the storm bolter. So again, changing up color and rolling the sergeant separately because he has precision shot. There's a cocked die there. So 2 misses, a 1 and a 2 will miss. If I can foresee those. And then all those hit. Looking for 4 for wound. Wow, okay. I'm going to use all my luck on my bolters here. 5 wounds, regular saves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 cocked die, but otherwise good to go. There we go.
Of course.
1 guy will die. Okay, cool. So they'll take a morale check after, well, I'm going to shoot them. I'm going to wait on this unit here. This unit here, back here, only has the Land Raider to shoot at. I can't see the Rhino behind it, so I'll just shoot my las cannon into the Land Raider. I will miss on a 2. Okay, okay, now here's my conundrum. This is where I'm coming at. These Sternguard squads have combi flamers. Each of them have 3 combi flamers, which I've set up in prime position to just lay down templates on the squad inside. Won't do anything to the tank, but it will get the guys inside. What I want to do is break the tank open and then be able to shoot the guys inside, but I have to get to that point. And so I have a combi melta in each one of these squads, but that means that I couldn't shoot anything else with them. I could shoot with the Land Raider, but that means that the Thunderfire cannon wouldn't do anything. So if I blow up the tank somehow, I could use the Thunderfire cannon on them, or I could use the flamers on them. There's my conundrum. I'm going to go ahead and use the multi-melta on this guy first, and try and shoot you with that, because the Thunderfire cannon has a chance that it will flip over and hit my own guys, and I'm a salamander, so my flamers are twin linked. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that option. So here comes the multi-melta. It hits, and then I am within...
Low money, low money.
It's 10, so I pinned you, very much so. And my own bulk is giving you a cover save? Does that work that way?
It does work that way.
Go ahead.
If you obscure me by 25%...
You get a cover save. Which, of course, you'll make. You'll always do that. Always make a cover save. Alright.
Oh, that's a sigh of relief.
This last cannon here is going to fire it down into it.
Okay.
For fun. And of course, I rolled a 1. Okay.
You're going to have to shoot a melta-gun.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
do
fire
grav
the grav
guns.
guns. I have 4 grav guns. They moved, so they're at half range and only get 2 shots. But I'm going to fire the grav guns into the Land Raider and try to hope for 6s. It's a slim hope, but I would rather do that than shoot the meltas. They hit good. Only 2 misses. Well, actually, I guess that's average. And 6s. I got him. I just rolled 3 6s. That's what you get, Dave. That's what you get for rolling a 6 followed by a 6.
Okay, I'm destroyed.
I just destroyed your Land Raider with grav guns.
And I don't explode.
And you don't explode.
Which means I'm not going to be in a crater here for your...
No, you're not going to be in a crater there for my guys.
You didn't think about that part, did you?
Well, there's no... I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. Pin checks for them.
So, pin check for the Sergeant. I rolled a 9.
Good.
Which is good. That's what he has.
Yeah.
The other squad, I rolled a 7.
So neither side are pinned.
Neither side's pinned. They're a lot better.
He's going to get out.
And since that's an assault vehicle, they can assault next turn. These poor clowns cannot. Even though they got out of their vehicle, were forced out of their vehicle on Thomas's turn, they still can't assault next turn.
Right. Well, and to be fair, I can't assault you this turn either.
Right.
So we're mutually just standing there and looking at each other like,
Guess where I'm going to assault next turn.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good idea for you, but all right.
Well, it's better than this idea. Wall of Death, Flamer, D3, Twin Linked, whatever hits.
That's true. It could be.
All right.
Go ahead, get out, and then I have maybe some more shooting on you.
Okay.
While Dave's doing that, he's using this handy-dandy measuring stick here, just custom made. You can get a custom made one in your color with a symbol on it. They're really useful for keeping unit coherency. They've got a 2-inch there. They've got a 1-inch for making sure your models are at least 1 inch apart.
That's what sets them apart, is the superior 1-inch, because the other ones I've seen are kind of a wedge shape. So you try to get down in there to see if you're 1 inch away, and the wedge part of the template pushes all the models
Pushes
around.
all the models around.
I'm 1 inch away now.
So yeah, so this
Whereas
right here.
this one
Yeah.
goes right over the top of the model. I can
Yeah,
jump
it's
1
nice.
inch without moving anything.
And these are something you can order through us. We can get them custom made however you like.
Mine has
So,
my name on it.
His has his name on it, has a symbol on it. It's in his red color with, and he's painted it. He's painted the engraved part. This is the other part that's kind of cool. Is it is engraved. It's been laser etched to have some of it, some of the plastic removed, and it has the symbol in it. I know the camera's not focusing that great, but anyhow, that's one of the things that we can order for you. So. Inquire with us in the minor notes there. So, yeah. So anyway, while he does that, we're gonna come back.
So my Land Raider does have a front door
It does.
to go with its 2 side doors. So not getting everybody out the same door, the end result was this is my 1 squad. They're all 2 inches apart.
Using the handy dandy thing there to check your coherency.
To kind of, mute Thomas's flamers a little bit. And then here's my other squad that is completely far away from Thomas's flamers, formed up in perfect flamer death formation,
Clustered up formation.
mostly to taunt Thomas.
What can I say? It's a good taunt. All right, but I do have this squad up here. That's this squad here that has flamer guys. So I'll get 2 from him, 3 from him. This guy right here could probably get 3. Am I hitting my own guy over there, Dave?
Yep.
Cursedness. So he's going to go and get 2 this way. So I have a total of, if I do it, I can get a total of 6. Which, sure, what the heck, I'll get 6. And then I have 2 guys that have wounds on 2 rounds. So I'm just trying to kill them by shooting them a lot. So here's the 6 wounds from the flamers. I need 4s, but I get to re-roll to wound because, well, wow, I didn't even really need a re-roll. Alright, well, there you go. So 6 flamer wounds, and then I've got stern guard rounds that wounds on 2. It's cocked. 1 missed, and looking for anything but 1s. So a total of 9 saves for that 5-man squad, Dave.
Alright. Hold on. Here. I gotta roll dice right-handed. Bad things happen if I go left-handed. Oh, that
There it
was
is.
terrible.
Got them all.
That would be all of them.
I can't see that guy, so he's going to be just fine.
You live by default.
He lives because I can't see him. And a template weapon is not a blast weapon. Okay, then the other squad, now having nothing to shoot at, will just have the Tech Marine try and fix the gun on the Land Raider. Which he does on a roll of a 4. So, ta-da, the gun is back. I do still have a hull point missing off of it, so there's only 3 hull points left on him.
Well, we can't have everything.
Can't have everything. I've definitely thought about bringing this tank as an Iron Hands tank and putting a couple of Tech Marines in there, because that would be a little bit silly. It would be. It would be like,
Plus, the tank would have it will not die.
the tank will have it, will not die. They get +1 on their roll. So it'd be like, oh yeah, go ahead and, as long as you don't outright blow this tank away, you're not going to kill it.
And I'm not even sure about the extra supplement with the Iron Hands. They get even more stuff
they
in there.
They get to, I think they get a +1. Or they get a +1 in the regular stuff, but they can have like their character, some can get a trait, their warlord can get a trait that allows them to try and fix stuff.
They can, yeah, and then the character can also get a warlord trait that improves his feel no pain and stacks with other stuff. You can end up with a
3+ covers. A 3+. If you bring the Chains of the Gorgon,
yeah, that's what
I
it
think
is.
you can get. It gives you +1 to your save, and then there's another way to get +1. And then if you're in with a command squad where you already have a 5+, it means you have a 3+ fill no pain. So 3+ invulnerable save, 2+ armor save, 3+ fill no pain on a guy. You know, something like a chapter master. Then put it on a bike. It's toughness 5. That's not going anywhere. It's, yeah. Anyway.
It's pretty dumb. All right, moving.
So, yeah, fun little side note there. Okay, cool. So that was my shooting phase. Oh wait, you know what? I do have the Storm Bolter on this. So the Storm Bolter on this is going to try and take out that last single guy. Nothing. Rolled a 2 and a 1. And I'm sorry I keep rolling in bad spots for you guys to see the dice. You know what? We're not going to use this probably, so let's move this, and I'll just roll right here. It's like a perfect place already set up to roll.
Perfect. I agree.
A morale check for these guys, and a morale check for your single guy there.
So for the guys over, the sergeant squad over on the other side, we rolled an 8. And for my single man, I rolled a 7.
Cool.
We're not as scared of you. You wear purple.
That's true. We do wear purple. We are pretty looking. So your turn. Do you want to see if your Storm Raven comes in?
Storm Raven.
Most importantly. Oh, it does, of course. Of course it does.
Good.
All right.
Good. And I was worried.
Yeah, if it didn't come in, that would have been really good for me. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. All right, Dave. Tell us what you did.
All right, so I took a difficult terrain test to see how far, and then 2 dangerous terrain checks, but I climbed up into the wreckage of my old Rhino here to offer some cover since there's melt-a-guns lurking about.
Yes.
These guys I wish to do something with, but they went to ground, so they're taking cover there on the flat, hard steps with no cover. Good job.
Well, technically, the Vindicator was like right here or something. They're probably gonna get cover in most cases anyway.
The Storm Raven came on like so. I want to position it in a place where it can kill one of these vehicles, one of these Razorbacks, because the twin-linked las cannon is Thomas's best chance at getting my flyer.
True.
But at the same time, I wanted to be in a position where next turn it can start delivering its payload into Thomas. And after careful consideration, the assault cannon here actually has the ability, if I can roll a 6 followed by a 6, to get the penetrating hit I need on this.
Oh yeah, 6 followed by a 6, yeah. To pin, and then the extra rending, extra D3 for rending. 5 or 6. 6 followed by a 5 or 6.
Right. So, and then the squads that were here have moved over here, and the squad that was in the Rhino here has come out.
Corbulo.
My librarian's further forward in the squad than I wanted him. I actually wanted him back here, but I need to have line of sight to this squad so that I can cast my psychic power on them, which I'm going to do right now.
Curse you.
So I'm going to cast Fear of the Darkness on Thomas's dudes. I successfully cast it on an 8.
Okay. This squad here?
Yes, this is the one I can see.
Okay. So I'm within 6 inches of my librarian, so I'm going to use his psychic hood, which gives me +1. And I'm a higher level than you, so I'm going to get another +1. So I get rid of this on a 4+. I do. Yeah. No Fear of the Darkness for you.
That was the thing. Alright. Moving on.
Yeah. To be fair, if I had failed the morale check, I would run back here a little bit, and then I would regroup 3 inches and move. It wasn't as powerful as, say, if he'd been over here throwing it at this group. Because these guys would be down to leadership 6, and they're fairly close to the board edge. They're like 6-7 inches from the board edge. So they could just run off and be gone.
And that would make me happy. Alright, before he dies, I'm going to shoot my Storm Bolter at the only command squad guy I can see from this Rhino.
Okay.
So, I got 2 hits. And 1 wound.
1 wound. Armor. Made it. 5+.
Made it. And then the lone survivor is going to shoot his bolt pistol into them.
Okay.
He hit and also wounded.
And that guy needs to take fill no pain. And will die. Double 1s.
And then the other squad, I've got 2 Meltas, a sergeant's pistol, and 2 other pistols. So here's the Meltas. 1 hit, 1 miss. Here's the sergeant. That'll be a called shot. Here's the other 2 regular guys.
One hit, one miss.
So I'm going to put the sergeant's shot on the apothecary.
No surprise.
And it doesn't wound. And then here's the Melta and the bolter, both of which come up with nothing. So
It's all right. I did lose a guy to
suck at life.
I did lose a guy to a bolter shot or a bolt pistol, which makes me sad.
All right. These guys here that are pinned are going to snap fire into them.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
No worries.
So 5 bolt pistols.
2 of which will hit.
I got 2 hits out of that for no wounds.
I wish it didn't happen like that, but it always does. It's always like, hey, I just did really awesome. I rolled 6s when I needed them. Oh, followed by nothing.
All right, so the squad that's on top of the ride is going to shoot down here.
Okay.
So here's the sergeant. He missed. The other dude also missed. Excellent. Those dice are grounded. All right, that brings me to the main event, the Storm Raven. I'm going to put the twin-linked Melta and 2 of my missiles into this.
Poor guy.
And then I'm going to use the power of the machine spirit to fire my assault cannon into that.
Okay. Now, you could actually fire another missile if you wanted.
No, because that's 4.
But
One,
Power of the
two,
Machine Spirit
3,
allows
4.
you to shoot more than one weapon than you could otherwise shoot.
True, but still, are you still only limited to firing 2 missiles a turn? I thought I saw that somewhere.
That might be true, yeah.
I thought I saw it. I want to keep 1 anyway. I'm actually kind of thinking it's overkill firing the 2 I am firing. So the white are the missiles, the red is the twin-linked multi-melta. 1 missile hit. This thing's twin-linked.
It was not overkill. 3.
Here's the missile.
3 to glance me. Oh my goodness, Dave, where did your dice... I thought... Hey, stop rolling those dice. Or those new dice from over there.
I don't even know.
You gotta switch your dice out, Dave.
They've
been bad to you.
For everybody who sees me rolling 6s all the time, it does happen. I roll otherwise.
All right, yeah. Here's a note. I'm gonna go find Mason. Speak of the devil. All right, Mason. Just some vindication for you, considering last night when he rolled 6 6s.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
Out of 6 dice.
Did he
Out of
do it
6
again?
dice. No.
No.
He just rolled. He
6
just rolled a
ones?
twin-linked two missiles and a twin-linked multi-melta.
Okay.
Missed with the twin-linked multi-melta and one of the missiles, and then rolled a 1 to pin with the missile that hit. So
It kind of makes me feel a little better, I guess. Yahtzee's only 5 in a row, isn't it? Isn't Yahtzee only 5?
yeah, it's only 5.
Yeah, he did 6.
I overachieve. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing, right?
Yahtzee plus 1.
All right.
Here's my assault cannon. This is where all my luck went. I was saving it for this roll.
Saving it for to blow up my vehicle.
Okay, so
3 hits so
1
far.
miss.
Twin linked, still a miss. Looking for 6s here.
I'm not even going to look at them.
Oh God! you don't want to look for it. Oh man! Oh man, that was so terrible.
You fail. You have failed me for the last time. All right, well, now we're moving on to the assault phase. We've talked about that enough. That was stupid. So I'm going to assault this command squad. I'm going to start with the single lone survivor, so you can overwatch him.
Yeah, makes me sad. I don't have a choice. Here's the bolt pistol from the librarian. He missed. And then 3 grab guns, because one of my grab gun guys decided it was awesome to just take a bolt pistol to the face. From the same guy who's charging right now.
You also have a bolt pistol on your apothecary.
Oh yeah, you're right. Bolt pistol on my apothecary. It missed as well. Okay. I got 2 6s.
Poor guy.
He's going to be missed.
He's not going to be missed. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Grab guns, of course, need to roll against the armor save, so I needed a 3+ to kill that guy.
So here he comes.
With
He's
a 9.
totally there. I'm going to punch you in the face. And now the other squad goes as well.
And they got it with an 8.
And they got it with an 8. Well, hello, librarian. How are you today?
Is that a Mephiston I see hanging out there?
It's just the model.
So
okay.
I dig the model. I hate the man in the dress.
technically, the way we're doing this, he needs to keep a gap between the tank, because he's not charging the tank. He's just charging my guys.
All right, so I will issue a challenge with my Power Fist.
Power Fist will issue a challenge. Well,
Challenging you, librarian.
Yeah, my librarian has a power axe, so he has to go at the same time, which I'm kind of like about. I'm going to accept with my apothecary, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he has a mastercraft chainsword because I'm a salamander. He's probably gonna die, but it's okay.
Actually, you can't, because he's not eligible for combat at the moment.
Oh, all right. Well, then in that case, I'll just decline. So,
Librarian doesn't fight.
fair enough. Librarian doesn't fight. Okay, cool. So combat. Go ahead
Okay.
with your regular stuff.
So,
He's got.
we're all at the same initiative.
Yeah, he's got one guy from the other squad, and then he's got two regular guys that have both power or chainsword and bolt pistol. So there's got 9 attacks there. 2, one base, 1 extra hand weapon, 1 for the charge, 3 of those, and then he has 2 melt-a-gun guys, which sacrifice their extra hand weapon bonus. So they only have 2 attacks.
Because they're not cool like the Space Wolves, who
Because they're not. Yeah.
figured out a way to bring the melt-a-gun and the butter knife.
Yeah, they're like,
and
oh,
get all the attacks.
I have this knife that I stuck on my.
Chaos does that too. One of those few things they let Chaos have. So
I think that most chaos players would say they would rather have They Shall Know No Fear.
Yeah.
I pretty much guarantee all of them would say that.
I'm a Chaos player. I would much rather have I Shall Know No Fear.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm working on now, so that I can start playing them, because that's what I feel like playing. All right, so here's all the attacks for everybody except for the Sergeant.
Except for the power fist.
I wish I was in Initiative 5 like I used to be, but I am going to be Furious Charging because I have not 1, but 2.
2 Sanguinary Priests within
Sanguinary
6 inches.
Priests.
So he is Strength 5. So he'll need 4s, followed by 3s. That was pretty average.
6 missed and
7 hit. Yeah.
So not
Average roll.
Not terrible. I don't love it, but it's okay.
And
I accept.
And again, another average roll. So 5 wounds.
That's all I'm asking for. After that last batch of dice, I'm just asking for average.
Okay.
I can work with average.
I'm going to go ahead and look out, sir, 3 of them off the librarian.
This guy's engaged too.
That guy's engaged too, but I'm going to start with the librarian.
Okay.
So look out, sir, off the librarian, 2 at a time, because that's the number of wounds he has. Well, he's going to take an extra one. I'm going to kill my librarian right now. There's another look out, sir. Yeah, I am. I'm taking 4 of them. Wow, retarded. All right, so 1 that's taken by the next guy in order, which is could be this guy or that guy. I'm going to take it on that guy. That guy's good with an armor save. Then 2 at a time on the librarian. Good so far.
And now he dies. And now he dies.
And no, I made it. He's good. Awesome. All right, so that was your 5. I'll pile in at the same initiative step. So technically, I would have piled in at the same time, so he would be there. So it doesn't really matter. But anyway, these guys are veterans, so they get 2 attacks apiece. They do have a storm shield and a hand or weapon. Now, one of the things that's kind of fun is you could bring a storm shield, and they don't have to sacrifice their extra hand weapon. But storm shields have the rule that says you never get the bonus from having an extra hand weapon.
Right.
So no matter what you do, if you bring a storm shield, you're not getting it. But they don't have both anyway.
That's why I brought lightning claws here, because normally you have to bring, they're a specialist weapon. You have to bring another specialist weapon to get the bonus. But they're the exact same points as a power weapon, and I've already got the storm shield. So storm shield never going to get the bonus for a second weapon. Why pay 15 points for a power sword when I can spend the same thing on a shred lightning claw?
Yes, you get the rerolled wound, but you do not. You're strength 4 AP 3, not. You could be strength 5 AP 2.
Great. I mean, I love lightning.
They do. He loves lightning claw. I hate lightning claws. I started at the beginning of 5th edition. Lightning claws have always been terrible to me. I never played Blood Angels during 5th edition.
Do you mean the look or that?
When you could do the...
But see, the problem is that there's certainly ones that I like the look, like the pre-heresy ones, or some of the Raven Guard,
awesome.
the Raptor ones, the Raven Guard ones, some of the Chaos ones. They look really awesome. They've never been worth bringing for me. I've played 5th edition, and all of 5th edition there was wave the camera, guys. Zach and Jeremy and Spencer. Spencer's trying to hide behind Spencer. They never were worth bringing when I could bring Thunderhammer Storm Shields for the same price. Astronomically better survivability, and they would always do more damage in combat too. But now that's not necessarily true, and you definitely, on the charge you're going to be strength 5 with reroll. So Blood Angels are the people to bring lightning claws with if you're going to bring them with somebody. Anyway, lots of talking. Lots of talking. Check the web store. Lots of great stuff on the web store.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I was told.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Spencer, you like the web store, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, web store. Yeah. Woo.
A bunch of Bretonnia stuff.
While you're checking out,
Be that guy. Be the guy to buy the Bretonian models, right?
I went through and I was like clearing stuff out, and a lot of Bretonnia stuff sold. I was like, oh my god, somebody took my joke seriously.
Nice. I actually might get some Bretonians.
while you're checking out the website, you should totally see Thomas's Valhalla video.
Ah, Dave likes my Valhalla video.
Send him a comb. Just care. BTP, care of Thomas Hegstrom Oki, 1 comb.
Nice. All right, so three veterans. That's 6 attacks, and then my apothecary retains his extra hand weapon. Is a veteran, and he retains his extra hand weapon. And because we're salamander characters get to have 1 free mastercrafted weapon. So his chainsword is mastercrafted for free.
Plus, he's a character.
Plus, he's a character. So that's the reason that I'm putting the dice the way, or I'm making sure that the dice are separate. Because if I roll a 6, I can precision strike.
Which squad are you attacking?
This guy has to attack the. Yeah, sorry. This guy right here has to attack the single guy. So we'll roll that separately. I'm rolling all over the table, even though I'm supposed to roll in this area.
You got 1 hit.
1 hit. Looking for 4 to wound you. Do it again.
You rolled it off the table. You rolled a 6.
A 6. He's good.
Mine had 6.
Okay. Now the other attacks.
Look at that.
Wow. The apothecary's
precision
like,
strikes from the apothecary.
yeah. Awesome. All right.
That's what you get for not letting me challenge.
All right. We'll just change that 1 die that hit normally to the purple. The black dice are going against the sergeant. I'm going to try and kill that sergeant off before he can use his power fist. I did wound him once, and then I also did a regular wound.
Okay, so here's the regular wound. Saved. The one on the sergeant's just going to get lookout, sirred.
Okay.
Successfully to somebody else who failed it, but now we're going to roll some feel no pain.
Because you got a bubble. Still dies. Somebody dies next to the sergeant.
This one.
Okay. All right, now the sergeant gets to pile in. And
oh, he's touching the librarian. Maybe you'll fail another lookout, sir.
It's very possible. That would make me really sad.
2 hits. No ones. Road-rama. Yeah.
2. All right. 2 lookout sirs off the librarian. Yeah, wow.
Successful.
Quite the opposite.
Guess who's touching him? The apothecary. Goink.
Technically one of the other guys should be, but we can play it that way if you'd like, because I didn't move him right. So the apothecary is going to die, and then I'll get to make an invulnerable save, which I pass. So I tie combat, because we each killed 1. So we just pile in and stand there. Yay. Okay, cool.
Your turn.
My turn. So I'll move and we'll come back.
You're on.
Oh, sorry. All right, so this scooted just a little bit to make sure that it counts as moving. Move this squad up here like this. These guys, this 5 came in here, and these guys came here. What I'm trying to do is he can't move over 6 inches and bring his guys out so that they can assault. So I'm trying to limit what they can assault. We'll see if I succeeded. I think that I made it so that he can't assault these guys, which is what I don't really want him to assault. I don't really care what else he assaults. He can go ahead and do what he wants. Really, what I need to do have happen is have the Death Company come out, make their charge, kill the shit they're gonna. Kill the stuff that they're gonna kill, and then yeah, editing break, Sean, if you watches these, by the way, that's gonna go in the final video, just so you guys know. Sorry about that. Kill what they're gonna kill, and then just yeah, go from there. Anyway, on to some shooting. Let's start with the Land Raider. We're gonna fire it. It's gonna fire its multi-melta, one of its multi-meltas, and the hull-mounted Thunderfire Cannon. Sorry, I moved these 2. This moved a little bit. These guys moved up a little bit. They moved over. Did not move. Just twirled in place. The Land Raider twirled in place. It's going to fire its hull-mounted Thunderfire Cannon and the multi-melta into Corbulo Command Squad. So I'm gonna go like right here, which will get me 2. Or is it gonna? Do I clip a third guy? Is there a place I can?
You're not over him. We can maybe play with it for a minute.
Somewhere and get 2, perhaps.
You can get the 2, but
Okay.
you can't get.
We're gonna go with getting the 2. Who's the next closest? Who am I clipping? This guy?
Yeah, the librarian.
I'm into that. Well, am I into that?
You could. This
I don't
would
really
work,
wanna
except
hit-
you'd hit your own stuff, so you can't
I don't
do
really,
that.
well, I don't want to hit Corbulo because Corbulo will just take the hits.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can get these 2?
Yeah, but then you come off the librarian.
That's okay. I don't care. I'd rather have these 2 because
Okay.
they can't look out, sir.
Yeah, he's a champion.
Is he a champion? Well, he can look out, sir, to this guy. It'll hit. So 2, and then I get to start flipping them here. Oh, cool, awesome. Well, I'm gonna move it to get 3,
Okay.
and then third one. Yeah,
This is retarded.
yeah. So 8, and flip that way. We went here, so it's gonna be 2.
It's going to hit Corbulo and the librarian and one guy in the squad that's
Okay.
fighting.
Okay, one guy in the squad fighting. Okay, the one guy in the squad fight, we're doing strength 6, by the way. One guy in the squad fighting will not take a wound.
Okay.
And then we had a total of 10.
Total of 10.
10 wounds on them. I need to roll the multi-melta. Here's the multi-melta. That will wound.
Okay.
And then here's the 10, which I need 2s on. I rolled 2 1s, so a total of 8 saves, starting with the guy with the storm shield.
Okay.
And then 1 wound with that's a multi-melta. So go ahead and take the...
Corbulo was take that one, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to... What I'm trying to do here is, because it's a barrage, it means it comes from where it hits. So it's not going to hit Corbulo first, so he can't tank him. So what I'm trying to do is kill off a bunch of these guys. In the perfect world, what would happen is this guy would die. So then when Corbulo goes to try and look out, sir, it goes to the librarian.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen unless Dave rolls all 1s followed by all 1s, which happened during his shooting phase last time, but probably is not going to happen during his armor saves. He makes good armor saves.
All right, so we've got, before we even get to it goes this guy, then that guy, so, and then probably this guy. So I'll roll them 3 at a time.
Well, 2 1s so far.
Judas. Feel no pain.
Oh, cool! That's the champion and the...
Okay, well that was special.
That right there.
That was 3.
If nothing else happens, that was worth it right there.
And now the other lightning claw.
Other lightning claw. Dave,
I'm gonna use Corbulo's reroll.
You're gonna make it's Corbulo's reroll right now. Oh, wow!
Here's the feel no pain.
Holy crap!
So there's the other storm shield. Man, Dave, don't use
let me
you're
down.
using the same dice.
No, the other ones are down here.
No, what about those ones? You're not pulling out of your pile of unused dice.
Get over here. All right, so that was
terrible
4.
That was 4 out of 8.
4 more to go.
4 more to go. It's
So
the apothecary.
Why not?
He's
He
good.
lives. He lives. He lives. He lives.
Out. Yeah. Okay. So now the multi-melta wound.
I will just look out, sir. That.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And a cover
And then
save.
cover save.
He's dead.
Fail. You've died as well.
All right. Well,
pretty good
that
shooting
was
right there.
like, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Now the power of the machine spirit multi-melta into this thing. Twin linked. Nah, nothing. All right. Cool. That was intense.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, you felt you liked it a lot. Let's do it again, kind of thing, right?
No.
No, they're not for this. Stormbolter off the Rhino into this 5-man squad here. 1 hit so far, a 1 and a 5, and I do wound. And you do roll a 6 as well, so no big deal.
Their armor's apparently not made out of paper.
Yeah, they don't care. Let's start with this last cannon over here into the Storm Raven. Nothing. This one here into the Storm Raven. Nope. Now the twin linked ones. Twin linked one. That's a
Scatter
That's a
scatter
scatter
die.
die, so it missed.
Twin linked. Nothing. Another one in the same place. That'll get you. Do you want to dive? You want
Yeah.
Dave?
Yes,
Go
I
ahead and
would
dive.
dive.
Dave is going to dive, so he gets a 5+ cover save.
+1.
5 immobilized. Yeah, well,
Can I enter hover mode if I'm immobilized?
No, you have to move the same speed.
yeah, you have to move the same speed. You can't.
You cannot.
So you're going to have to drop your guys. That's okay. I'm okay with this.
This is so dumb.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot you anymore because if I blow you up, then you could insult me. But if I don't blow you up, you have to drop your guys using Skies of Blood, which is a deep strike move.
Yeah, but if they're in a flyer, don't they take like a strength 9, like AP2?
No. All the Storm Ravens, all versions of them have the versions of the same rule. The different
they can drop
names.
out of
They can
the
drop out of them along the path.
No, he's talking if you blow me up.
Oh, if I crashed, you're right. If I exploded him,
They would most likely die.
a lot of them would die, but some of them would live.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It'd be silly not to shoot.
I'm gonna see what these guys do against these tactical marines first, and I have one more las cannon, twin link las cannon in reserve. Plus, I have this stuff and these guys. Speaking on that, we'll just see if these guys do anything. We're gonna do wounds on 2 rounds against Corbulo. He has used his reroll, so you never know. But now you're gonna see why Corbulo's so nasty and gets to tank so well. I hit 4 times, which is average.
Rapid fire?
Yeah, that's just 3 guys can see him.
Okay.
So 4 wounds to Corbulo.
Alright, so he has 2 wounds. We'll take him 2 at a time. So 3-up armor save. I made both of those.
Yep.
Followed by a 3-up armor save. I failed one of those, but he gets a 2+ feel no
look.
pain. So
You made it.
that's easy.
Corbulo counter is up to 4. Alright, so this squad here is going to fire into these guys. So I'm going to fire bolt pistols, because we're going to actually attempt to charge you. So, 3 bolt pistols, Storm Bolter, because it's an assault weapon, and then I get to roll the Melta separately. So here's the Melta. Melta will hit you, and cocked. Will kill a guy unless you go to ground.
Okay.
And then here's the regular stuff. 2 hits for no wounds.
Yeah, I'm going to go to ground. I don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, since I'm going to charge
I
you
failed
anyway.
and he died.
Okay. Closest guy died. Put another guy on his side to indicate he's gone to ground. Then we're going to fire this squad into those guys there. We'll fire bolt pistol. No, dang it, you got a power fist. I want to just shoot you and kill you. And if you charge me, it's not that big a deal to me. So I'm just going to go for broke and shoot everything into you. Here's the melting gun. We'll hit and wound, and then 6 shots from the bolters and 2 shots from the
Pistols.
sorry, the storm bolter. 2 misses out of 8 dice. That's average. And to wound 4. That's just 1 above average. So 4 regular saves and 1 cover save. So take your 4 regular saves first.
4 regular saves first. I'm just going to take those. I failed 1.
Which was the sergeant.
I'm going to look out,
Go
sir,
ahead.
successfully.
And now a cover save on the sergeant.
And now a cover save on the sergeant. And I'm not going to go to ground because I do want him to charge somebody. But
So he died.
He died.
Okay, cool. Got rid of the power fist. Dave's power fists are pesky, as you can well tell. I lost my apothecary, mostly because of my own mistake. Alright, this last cannon here doesn't have a shot except for to shoot at the Storm Raven, so why not? Twin linked. Alright, I have 1, 2, 3. It's hard to tell. I'm going to assume that these 2 guys right here are blocked in seeing these guys here by this riot. But we're assuming we have 3 guys that can see.
Okay.
So we'll fire them, 2 of which are in rapid fire, into those guys. So a total of 5 shots. We'll do just wounds on 2 rounds. That's kind of my go-to round. 3 hits, 3 wounds. I like the Vengeance round. The problem that I have with the Vengeance round is it gets hot and I always kill my own guys. Always do it. Now I think that Blood Angels
Well, yeah.
Blood Angels, because they can have fat fill no pain. They're really cool. Like, that's one of the lists I've always wanted to run, is just a for fun list, because it's not going to capture anything, but bring Death Company troops and bring Stern Guard as your main kind of thing. And you can get away with that without bringing Astaroth, because you could bring a Death Company Dread, and they still count as a troop. So, okay. I think I'm done shooting. This very effective shooting round. Go ahead and overwatch me here. I'm going to assault you.
Okay.
And then a morale test over there for those.
So here, 4
blows.
overwatching bolt pistols. I got
Two hits. Yeah,
This is to temper my armor saves for the others. Here's the problem, and then I got no wounds. Here's the problem: is my dice are like, oh, he rolled terrible. Let's throw him a bone. How about on Overwatch with bolt pistols?
all right.
Thanks, guys.
I'm going to assume that I'm going to have to clip this vehicle as I go across with a couple of these guys, just because they always need to go by the shortest, straightest route. This is one of those things that a lot of people will be like, will try to avoid doing, because they'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go around. No, you have to go by the straightest route, which means if it's going to likely take you over some sort of difficult terrain, you have to go roll as if you were going to go through the difficult terrain. So I'm not worried about it. I'm 2 inches away, or maybe 3. I'm 3 inches away from where this guy was standing up. So I'm going to probably make the charge. Like, it's very unlikely that I will roll double ones. I could lose somebody going over this vehicle, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to make
2 dangerous.
1, 2, probably 3 dangerous terrain checks. So here's my charge roll. I rolled a 4, because you always roll 3 and drop the highest, but a 4 is going to get me there. So I'll start with, I like to do this just about every bat rep we do. I like to do a kind of a tutorial of how this part of the game works, because people, it's convoluted in the rules, it's hard for people to tell what's going on, and there's important steps to remember. First thing you do, this is one thing people get right, you have to move your closest model to the closest enemy model, and it has to go in a straight line. Then, at that point, you can move any of these other guys following the set of rules. You have to keep coherency, you still have to move the shortest distance, the straightest line you can move, and you have to try to base an unbased model, and if you can't base an unbased model, you have to base a model that's already based. And finally, if you can't do that, then you just pile in as close as you can get to be within be attempting to be within 2 inches of a guy who can. So this guy's going to be able to, with 4 inches, go and get this guy, but he clips this thing. Now, and this is another thing that people kind of get wrong. They'll make all their moves, and then they'll roll their dangerous terrain. No, what you have to do is, when you're charging, especially, most importantly, when your closest model is the guy who's charging across, but in this case, we're going to do it, it doesn't matter in this case, I made the charge, but this guy needs to do it now, because it could worry about where my other guys move, depending on coherency. If this guy were to die, for instance, I would still have to come across to try and base on this guy, but maybe this guy right here, I could be like, oh, I'm just going to go here. So if he dies, it might be better for my sergeant if my sergeant happened to roll a 1. But it doesn't, yeah, anyway, I'm talking too much now. Of course I rolled a 1, followed by an armor save, I hope. Nope.
Oh, wow.
I just killed myself. Now this guy right here, he's got to go straight across. And he rolled a 2, so he's okay. Now the sergeant is
Has
going
to try and go to that guy because he didn't get based.
No, you're right. Yeah. He does. He has to try to go there. So he'll end up on this corner here. I'm going to just move him right there. It rolled a 5, so no big deal. And this guy would go right here.
Now that you take a lot more dangerous terrain tests than you used to in 5th edition with 6th, but
It's not as scary.
yeah, now that you get armor saves, it's
It's
not that
a lot
big of a
less
deal.
Scary. Now, but he's right. You do take more. So, for instance, at initiative, this guy's going to have
But
to pile in.
pile-ins don't
they don't
give.
cause them.
It's the only thing that doesn't.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
He's right.
Pretty sure. I guess it's.
But it used to be you only took them once per
I thought
turn.
that was the piling when you add initiative step.
No.
I want to check that.
Okay.
I mean, I think you guys are both saying that you're probably right, but I kind of remember reading it the other way. But we'll check after. It's not important now. So you're going to pile in. That guy would base there. This guy will base in here. Again, trying to base an unbased model, and if not, basing a model that's already been based. And it's a 3-inch move. So, for instance, this guy, if he had enough movement, could wrap around and base that guy, but he doesn't, so he's going to have to base this guy. So then we go ahead and roll. for close combat, and I've got three tactical Marines that charged. They don't have an extra hand weapon because they're silly and didn't bring their butter knife, but they get an extra one for the charge. So 6 dice at initiative 4, 1 hit, followed by no wound. Dave coming back with 8 because he's got an extra hand weapon.
Couple of Blood Angels, son.
Yep. Assault squads. I can't tell you the number of times I've wished that regular Space Marines could bring.
It wasn't super impressive, but it was better than 1 hit.
That was average. That wasn't average.
1 wound.
Armor save, which I'll pass. Now my other guy here, who, if I'm right, would have to take another dangerous terrain check when he piles in, but only once per phase. So he's not good. Either way, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to take one. I just wanted to throw that out there. If I'm right, I don't know if I'm right. I think I am. I think I'm right. Anyway, he has base 2 attacks. He's a veteran sergeant and an extra 1 for the charge. And he's master crafted because he's a salamander. So I'm going to reroll that 1 that missed and hit. So 3 hits, looking for 2s. He'll crunch 3 guys.
Well, that's sad.
So 3 of Dave's guys will die, and then Dave will make a morale test, which he will fail because he loses by 3.
Yep.
And I'll see if I catch you. I got a 2. You got a 2, so we just pile into you.
Yay, and they shall know no fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably read this on camera.
Oh, is it?
Section right there.
This one? Okay, these moves following the same rules as... Okay, so it's under start of the initiative step, the pile in. This is what we just did. We're at initiative 4, my guys piled in, and you make your initial charges, and your initial moves, and then at each person's initiative step, you'll move 3 inches, starting with the guy who charged, and then the other guy to try and pile more people into the combat. So, then it has this, and it basically says it has the same rules as your initial charge moves. And then it says these moves follow the same rules as moving charge models, except that they are not slowed by difficult terrain, though it may still trigger dangerous terrain checks.
Oh.
So it does trigger dangerous terrain checks when you pile in.
The only difference is it says in another section about dangerous terrain stuff, you can't take it multiple times.
Yeah,
it's still the default phase.
You only take it once per phase.
So, if the guy already done it, he doesn't
not important. Like, they're
those,
already dead.
those guys, well...
The guy, they already died, and this guy right here never went through dangerous terrain.
But it's good for people to know.
I didn't pile into it.
Well, yeah, but if they had died, the 2 that were already dead before you rolled your wounds,
Okay,
he would take the wound.
Go ahead and, yeah. You're good.
They're
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
They're fine.
Okay, over here in this combat where I'm not doing as well.
Do you issue a challenge? It's your turn.
Well, I don't have an apothecary anymore. No.
Well, I issue a challenge with my Power Fist.
I decline again.
Okay, you could stand there and stare at your shiny green axe some more.
So we'll pile in again. This is the extent that you could pile in just because of, Corbulo standing here and this guy standing here. So now we're all at the same time again. I have 6 attacks, 2 of which have to go on the single guy again. Both
You missed him.
And then on the other squad, I'm
hit once.
trip ones and not wound. Roll 1 to wound. So no wounds for me.
Good job. Here, my single man.
Okay.
Just to show you that he's bad, eh? He's all business. He sucks.
2 melted guns and a regular.
2 melted guns and a regular schmuck. Total of 4 attacks. I at least got 2 hits out of it.
Yeah, you roll 50%.
Which is below average because it's forced to
average.
hit. Yeah.
1
1 wound. I caused a wound.
Armor. I made it on a 4.
Okay, and my Power Fist.
Your Power Fist with only 2 attacks now.
Touching your librarian.
Touching my librarian.
And touching you.
Hit
I
me.
only hit you once.
Yay!
I could feel you failing the lookout, sir. I could feel it happening.
Let's see it. I bet you it happens. No? Okay.
well.
We would have been fine. Here's my Storm Shield. It would have been good.
Look at that.
4 followed by 4. Okay. So, Dave's turn.
Yay.
Did you? Yeah, you did. You succeeded your morale test over here, right?
Oh,
Or did you ever take it?
here, I never took it. Here it is. I succeeded with an eye.
Oh, he did attack.
I declined. Yeah.
Derp.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Okay, so Dave, it moved the Storm Raven,
And it's locked velocity.
yes, it can no longer drop into hover mode, which was
Fortunate.
Yeah, very fortunate for me, which means he can't charge me with the Death Company or the nasty Dreadnought inside this turn.
So they're going to jump out. Skies of Blood.
Skies of Blood.
So Death Company, we hope, land there.
Don't move. They're going to move 8 this way, which is okay.
Like straight back?
Yeah, like right here.
Like,
Sure, yeah. Well, it's fine. I don't... They can go on the
that
top.
means they are all taking a dangerous terrain check.
They're all taking dangerous terrain.
So 7 of them are, or 8 of them are identical.
8 of them are identical.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They don't care.
They're all fine. This one has a power fist,
He's okay.
and then there's a
Chaplain.
whatever you call them.
He's okay. None of them mind that they took dangerous terrain check. They're going to pile out there.
And the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
He gets out here too. Somebody's going to land here. It's going to happen.
He did.
The Dreadnought.
He landed. He's good to go.
He's too big to get blown around by the wind.
He's like, I don't care. I don't care about this.
That was a dumb place. It's right in front of... Oh, wait, I broke that gun. Oh, wait, you fixed that gun.
I did. I fixed the gun.
Does it pivot all the way around?
Yes, but I also could just turn my tank.
Yeah. Just mill to the side. Oh wait, nope. Yeah.
I forgot to fix my hull point. You could maybe... Nah.
I'm not going to waste any time on that.
Try and glance it to death. Alright, so he's getting the rest of the Death Company out. He's going to do the rest of his moves, and we're going to go from there. Alright, Dave, what are we doing?
So, this group of clowns climbed up on top of this wreckage. They're going to try a Hail Mary pass because they're getting their teeth kicked in. We'll do that in a minute. The Death Company got slammed up against that building and are in the wrong part of the battlefield. The Dreadnought landed where he's supposed to. And now we're ready to shoot some stuff. So, we're going to start with the old Storm Raven, barreling across the skies. It's just going to lay into that tactical squad right in front of it. So,
Okay.
I'm going to fire
So it's technically here.
the twin-linked multi-melta, the assault cannon, and
A lot of 6s there.
I'm going to cook off 2 missiles too.
2 missiles.
My
Your
last,
last
2
2
missiles.
missiles. Cook them off.
Got
One hit.
one of them. So,
Okay.
missile
Kills a guy.
kills a guy, melta kills another guy, assault cannon wounds 2 guys.
2 guys. Alright. Yeah, sure. I will let you kill 2 guys. What am I taking first? The two armor saves or the 2 invulnerable saves?
Take the 2 ones first, and then.
Okay, so 2
armor.
guys are going to die and then 2 armor. Made the armor, so 2 guys die. Probably closest to your base?
Yeah,
Okay.
because their missiles are on the wings, so
Right.
that jives. That makes sense. That's it for shooting. Sort of. Corbulo's going to shoot these guys with a pistol. We're going to shoot 3 pistols into them.
Okay.
So
They're all characters.
They're all characters.
Corbulo's
So-
ballistic skill 5, actually.
Is he? He's
I'm-
weapon skill 5. I think he's
I'm
ballistic
pretty
skill.
sure he's ballistic skill 5.
Here's Corbulo, just in case. Now we have to check.
Now we have to check.
Way to go. The other 2, 1 hit, 1 miss. But
Hey,
it's a called shot.
One's called shot.
Codex. What did I do?
We're gonna look. Mason wants me to say this. Tell me I'm right, Dave.
He's ballistic skill 5.
All right.
I'm okay with you being right. It means I hit you an extra time. So here's Corbulo's shots just going on the squad. No wound.
That doesn't matter.
Here's my called shot.
All of that work. All that work, and he rolled a 1.
What have you got in here that I don't like?
3 combi flamers. One of them on the sergeant. A combi melta. Regular guy, and then the tech marine.
I'm going to shoot your tech marine.
Okay, tech marine.
I didn't wound him.
Okay.
Alright, that was anticlimactic. And this Stormbolter's going to shoot this squad.
Okay.
And
One hit.
once for no wound.
Ow.
Stop rolling 3s. The Death Company is going to shoot those dudes They all have range, but I'm sure they can't all see.
Two of
I'm
them
certain
can't see.
that guy
Yeah.
can't. So that'll be. So that's going to leave me 7 Death Company plus the Chaplain.
Cool. Chaplain is.
Here's the Chaplain.
Chaplain's a character. Called shot, of course, which is actually really good.
Because that's going on the last.
Going on the last cannon. And
Cocked.
wow, 4 hits. So that was a little above. Oh, actually, it was average.
So las cannon
We'll take
is
a wound.
wounded. And
3 more saves.
3 more.
Okay, so on the las cannon, he lives, but 3 more, which could kill him anyway. Oh, he's gonna live. Two of those other guys died. This is a.
No.
You can't
So,
tell.
is he the closest?
1 and a 2.
Is the las cannon closer to
Ow.
the other guy?
You know what? The last cannon is closer to the other guy, so he dies anyway. You were correct. All right, so there's 1 poor guy left over here.
And he's going to take a morale check and run off the table.
He is going to take a morale check, but he's not going to run off the table.
Hold on. I was going to say.
Oh, well, he's going to run off the table.
All right.
Did you want to shoot him again?
No, get out of here.
Come on, Dave. Did you want to shoot him again? He only rolled a 3. He's going to stay on the table.
I'm going to shoot my melt-a-gun into the back of this rhino.
The rhino.
No, I'm not. Going to shoot it into the tank that
the
doesn't
Detmint?
die.
The tank of undying.
Because I'm going to put a hull point on it.
Yeah. And then you're going to charge.
And then my Hail Mary's going to
The-
work.
this is the Hail Mary, by the way. I don't know if we were on camera for that. He's going to charge these guys, and he's going to multi-charge into these guys. That's Sean making a lot of noise over there. Anyway, he's gonna charge. Corbulo will go here, and then you can maintain coherency, and the librarian's gonna go right into this, go to right here, and then he's gonna sanguine sword, and I didn't move, so he's gonna auto hit it, and so then he's gonna pin me a bunch and try and just hull point me to death.
It would have to be hull points because I'm AP3, and your dopey rule means even if I rolled 6s, they'd be downgraded to 5s.
It's true.
Yeah.
It could happen.
All right, here we
My
go.
question is, are you going to paint the Undying on this side of the tank?
I should.
Here's my melt-a-gun into the side of the Detman.
Okay. Hits.
That's a hit. Here's my single dice, needs a 6.
Needs a 6. No, didn't do it.
I feel my plan falling apart around me. Alright, and now the charge. I charge. Go ahead and overwatch.
All right, so I'm going to overwatch you. I'm going to pass the camera. Okay, I'm going to pop my combi flamers because I don't think one way or the other I should use them now. So I have 3 combi flamers and a flamer on him. So that's 4 flamer rolls. And I rolled 2 ones. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounds from flamers.
7 hits from flamers.
Sorry, 7 flamer hits. I'm going to go ahead and pop my combi melta. Just maybe I'd do something with it. Here we go. Nope. And then this guy's going to do a... he's going to use his... Okay, we're going to do the vengeance rounds. So 2 shots. Nothing. Okay, so 7... Oh, and I'm sorry, I have a twin-link plasma pistol on the Tech Marine as well. Twin-linked.
It stays hot.
He lives.
That would have been.
Dude, I have killed them before. I've killed them before by doing that. 1-1-1. It's pretty silly. Okay, I'm actually going to roll black this time. Why? Purple are mad at me right now. I've been overusing my purple dice. Okay, so 4 wounds so far, and then twin linked. Nah, just 4. 4 saves on Corbulo. We can bring his wound counter up to.
All right, so 2 at a time.
2 at a time.
He fails 1. Feel no pain time.
Good.
Saved it, and then 2 more for him. And again, he fails 1. And saves it.
It's just he's a show off, is what he is.
Yeah.
All right, now your charge distance.
Now my charge distance. 3 dice, because I'm coming across the stupid broken Land Raider.
4 inches.
4 inches is
Oh,
not going to be enough to reach the
he's not going to
other
make the tank. He's not going to make the tank.
But since I declared a multi-charge, I don't get my bonus attack for charging.
Right. And dangerous terrain checks.
So Corbulo will be fine. The librarian will be fine. The idiot behind them will be fine.
All right. For simplicity's sake, this is where he should be, is right here. But because we've got that Land Raider right there and that's wobbly, we're going to go ahead and just put him right here. This guy, 4 inches, might hit one of these guys. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Here we go. And this guy will still be chilling out there. Not that it matters, he'll pile in.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think Corbulo's in shit of 5.
Yes, he
You want a
is.
challenge?
I wish to issue a challenge. I'm actually going to cast Sanguine Sword.
Go ahead.
You've got a Tech Marine there and a Sergeant.
And a sergeant.
I'm going to issue a challenge with Corbulo.
Corbulo will issue a challenge.
No, I will. No, I will not.
What?
I will not issue a challenge at all.
You're not issuing a challenge at all.
No.
I choose neither to issue a challenge.
Fair enough.
Alright, so pile-ins. I'll pile in. He'll pile in. You'll pile in. Just move this guy down here for funsies. And Sanguine Sword. Pile in.
Sanguine Sword. It's all sanguine, barely.
Best. Cool.
Alright. So, Corbulo, initiative 5, 3 base, charging, and 2 weapons, correct?
No charge bonus.
3 base and 2
Extra
weapons.
hand weapon. Yeah.
So 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
Weapon skill 5.
Yep.
He hit twice.
Mastercrafted.
Mastercrafted chainsaw. He hit thrice. And you didn't see any of those rolls because I'm rolling and holding the camera and it's not working.
Nice.
No rends, but 3 wounds.
3 wounds. It is a strength 5 sword. Just for funsies, if you needed to know that. Strength 5 sword.
He would have been strength 5 anyway for the Furious Charge. But.
Right, but the point of it is that the sword is strength 5, so he doesn't bonus.
Yeah, right, so he doesn't become strength 6.
He doesn't become strength 6. Alright, so here's 3 armor saves. I failed 2 of them.
I accept.
Which was not good, but whatever.
Okay, now at initiative 4.
Initiative 4. He'll pile in around the edge there. Getting chainsword fighting.
Alright, we got an Apothecary. He's going to have 2 base and extra hand weapon and no charge bonus.
He is weapon skill 5 though.
The Apothecary's weapon skill 5?
Oh, not Apothecary. You're Apothecary. You're not a sanguinary priest.
The Apothecary only hits once. But he does wound.
Armor. Made it.
And at the same time, the old Librarian. The old couldn't make the tank. Hit twice. These are going to be strength 10 AP3. So I will cut down 2 in their prime.
We will accept that because it's not our Sergeant Tech Marine combo. All right, so I've got 4 attacks from these guys, 2 apiece because they're veterans.
You can make one of those cameras
And then
if you're filming a bat rep being filmed, what's going to happen there? I think
it's like this extra level. All right, and then this guy is a character, as a sergeant. He would have had a Mastercrafted bolter. I didn't ever roll him as a Mastercrafted bolter, which is silly, but because I forgot. But that's what I would have done if I had remembered. So he's got a called shot, which he actually succeeds at. So he's going to put the called shot on the Apothecary.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Apothecary. And then he wounds.
Wounds.
Yeah, so Apothecary and then Corbulo will take 2.
Apothecary.
Good?
Fine. Corbulo.
Good.
Fine.
Okay, and then I will pile in with my Tech Marine, who gets extra hand weapon with his Power Fist attacks. And he hits you twice. And
those are called
he
shots,
wounds
too.
1. Oh, they're called shots too.
It was 2 6s, right?
I choose to put, well, I didn't roll it at the time. We're just going to say it 1 wound. 1 wound, and it's going to hit your sergeant first. Or your librarian first.
Well, I don't want to take that.
No, you don't.
You going to look out through a Kabula?
Is Corbulo the next closest? He is, but that'll just kill Corbulo.
It will. It'll just kill Corbulo.
No!
Oh,
Lose your warlord or lose your tank.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There have been times where I have chosen to give warlord to my opponent
Keep Corbulo.
to keep Corbulo alive.
Well, and here's the other rub. Corbulo could actually rend and kill the Tech Marine.
Yeah,
Stupid Librarian has to have you roll 1.
it's true. It's true.
But he's my...
He's your warlord.
Your tank
Oh, yeah.
lives. That's just going to happen. I love you, Corbulo.
Corbulo lives. The librarian has been slain.
Just bringing the model of Mephiston makes him suck.
It was bad mojo.
All right. I lose combat by 2 though.
All you Mephiston lovers, just keep bringing him. I'll play you every day.
Thomas wants to break here.
I lose by 2 though. Oh crap!
Didn't break.
Breaking would have been great. Okay. Over here.
Do you issue a oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I issue a challenge, by God.
I decline again.
All right, well, you stand there and stare at your sword some more.
All right. Well, now the other
Big
three.
pansy.
Well, it's 6 attacks on 6 attacks. I'm actually
2 on
let's
that
see,
guy.
This guy could actually pile around now.
Our thing starts at 5.
So 2 on the single guy. 1 hit, 1 wound on him, and then 4 on the other guys. 2 hits, 2 wounds. Nope, still nothing.
Coming back, my single guy plus his 2 pals. Roll them all together because they seem to do better. It's a lie. 2 hits out of 6. That is awful. For a single wound.
1 wound, armor, got it.
And you made it.
Power
And
fist.
my power fist, still touching
2 hits
the librarian, got 2 hits.
No, I don't like that.
And they're both wounds.
Okay, look out, sirs.
And we took them both off.
Storm shields, made them.
And made them both destructive.
We'll push. Over here, you got 1 single guy left. He has 2 attacks.
He hit once,
I only have 3 attacks.
and he did not wound.
3 attacks. I hit once and cocked. Wow, these dice just bounce.
You didn't move either.
But I do have a power fist, which will re-roll. It's missed. Doesn't matter. Roll a 3 for the re-roll. Didn't roll a 1, so it pounds you into pulp. I will consolidate 2 inches.
Oh, this is going terribly. Oh, I talked about shooting your tank with my dreadnought and then didn't do it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you missed.
I did.
This guy fell back 3 inches. It's important to remember. And it will be my turn 4.
Yep.
Cool. All right. I'm glad. Okay, movement. This tank moved up. Jinked these tanks, so they got a movement. These guys are starting to move up. He's got a 3 over there and a 3 over there, plus line breaker. That can clinch me the game if I go that direction with these guys, especially since...
All I have is a rhino.
Yeah, I mean, this thing might come back around eventually. Like, if he chose to go off the table on his next turn, it could reappear and shoot me a bunch then. Not really worried about it. Just gonna go with you know.
And the rest of my army is over there.
Right. The rest of his army's in the wrong area. Speaking of that, this guy right here is gonna run. He's got a 2. He's gonna run up over here to get some cover behind this piece here. These guys will run. Let me look here. The charge is gonna be at least. It's gonna be 7 inches through dangerous terrain. I'm going to go ahead and run and assume that maybe next time I can get it. So a 5 is going to get me so that next turn I can get that charge. I do need to take dangerous terrain checks. You know, this is assuming that this combat here in the middle with Corbulo goes well for me and not poorly for me. So here's 4 dangerous terrain checks. I passed all of them. Okay, shooting. Stormbolter here into the Death Company. Double 1s, so who cares? The Detman, which has been really, really good so far. It's been unkillable so far, and it has done some good damage because of Dave's bad dice rolls. not necessarily because of me, but because of Dave's bad dice rolls. All right, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way I go. So 7. That's strength 6. It's gonna stick.
Yay!
So 6. It'll hit again. I will move it.
Can you get more than 7?
I don't think I can hit more. I don't think I can hit more than 7.
I think 7's about the limit for
We're gonna
those.
14. Flip out there. It's gonna be nothing. And final one, maybe 1. So 15. And then I have Power Machine Spirit, this multi-melta into here, and then 1 multi-melta into the Death Company. So Death Company multi-melta is going to kill a guy because he can't go to ground, and then the one into the Dreadnought
Hit.
I pin you a lot, and I blow you up for 5 inches. So yes, bad things have gone from bad to worse for Dave right now. 4 hits on the Death Company,
Nice.
nothing on me. So on the Death Company, they don't take any wounds from
They
that.
didn't take any wounds from
Exploding talons flying at him.
brother, what's his face here? Returning to the black towering ghost form.
Yeah. Here's the 15 hits, rolls to wound, 14 wounds.
Wow.
Challenge accepted.
So
3, 6,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you take out the vape one too?
12.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
14. Yeah, no.
Who's vaped? This guy's vaped.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that guy's vaped. So you're gonna take 4 at a time before you hit the chaplain. Well, like
no.
5. You can call 5.
I'm just going to roll them all.
You're just gonna roll them all.
And the chaplain can be part of that ilk.
He doesn't get to make fill no pains.
Oh, all right, fine.
5 at a time.
5 at a time.
5 at a time.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I failed 3 of those. Let's try that again. Feel no pain. I failed those. All right, so down to 2 at a time now. I made those. Failed that one. Feel no pain. I at least made that. Down to 2 again. Oh Lord. And another one bites the dust. 1 at a time. Pass. And the final wound. Pass. Did you keep track of all that death for me?
Okay, so I did 14 wounds to you. Your fill no pains was below average, but your armor saves were just right on average, actually.
Oh, thank God for that.
Like 14 wounds, you should have failed like 5-ish, and then you should have made 2-ish fill no pains. 2-ish, 5. Yeah, you probably should have lost 3 instead of 5. Oh no! Oh, you only lost 4 because I vaped 1. You only lost 4, so
Yeah,
you did.
so it's not that terrible, or whatever.
No big deal. It's not that bad.
I've said a lot of numbers and stuff now. You feel better, right? Good. The chaplain's alive.
He's good. Yeah. Run 6 inches. Run over here. 6 inches again.
This is where like the Seahawks
You guys are
just
playing, like-
kick the Broncos' tails in. Thomas's dice are just like reveling in it.
Funny thing is, he doesn't like the Seahawks.
Oh, I absolutely.
Well, neither of
hate
you guys
them.
do.
I'm very
I'm from
sad.
Seattle, so yeah.
Niners fan here, so yeah, about that.
All right, we're gonna try and take the Storm Raven down. No, you know what? We're not. We want to kill those Death Company.
Are all 3 of these still good?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he failed to blow one up. It was bad.
It's where the dice started turning against me.
Purple is the
The
last
Storm
cannon.
Raven showed up, and my luck that was already kind of shaky left.
Purple's the last cannon, and the 2 bolters that are in range. We're gonna try and kill some of these Death Company.
Okay, well, the last cannon missed, and the bolters did nothing.
Last cannon here. Wow, I was scattered out anyway. Cover save.
Am I getting cover?
Sure, I think you probably are. We'll assume.
Nope.
Okay, so next guy dies. This last cannon. Twin linked. Hits and wounds you. Cover save again.
Also a nope.
That might be Chaplain.
You want to look out, sir? I think it is a chaplain.
Yeah.
Well, that's a dilemma because it's the Power Fist is the guy that gets to look out there too. The chaplain has lost his usefulness if that Power Fist
he has
dies.
an invuln.
Yeah, he has an
Yeah, here we'll take his invuln.
Rosarius. He made it.
He made it.
All right,
Man of
this
faith.
guy, this last cannon here will fire into the rear armor of this thing.
Okay, it's the same armor as the rest of it.
What? Get out of here, Thomas.
Are you?
Go ahead.
Sorry, are you gonna dive?
I refuse to dive.
I explode you.
Well, good.
Wow, it went from bad to worse. And like just all right. Where does it fly to?
It's
It
gonna
hits.
land on the. Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna land on the Death Company. I could tell you that.
How you guys doing?
It's good.
The
My
dice in this game are just kind of ridiculous.
his dice. My dice are rolling probably a little
Superb.
above average.
Yeah, superb.
And his dice are rolling below
His-
average.
here-
A little. All right.
Thomas's dice are the Seattle Seahawks. My dice are the Denver Broncos cheerleaders.
Go, whatever.
It's not good.
This is over, folks.
All right, let's go to close combat.
Oh, let's.
How about here?
Okay.
I'm not challenging.
Whatever. I'll challenge you.
With
Corbulo.
Corbulo's challenging. I want him to sit in combat for another round, so I'm going to accept with my sergeant.
Alright.
Corbulo's smacking the sergeant.
I hit him
Mastercrafting.
twice. Mastercrafted. Just twice. And do not rend him.
2 wounds though. He's good. He'll swing back at you. Missed you. And then your chaplain on my...
My apothecary on your dude.
It's supposed to be his bolter.
2 hits and no wounds.
My whatever it's called. I've only missed once, or I missed, and then let's see if I roll 1. No, I gotcha.
You crushed him.
All right, so you lose by 1.
Corbulo does not care.
Cool. All right, and then over here, I'm not challenging.
Well, I am.
All right, I decline.
Well, we know what happens.
I'm actually gonna put. Let's see, this guy will base here.
So now you got 2 on sing. Oh wait, no, he's single man.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually swing 2 on him.
Okay.
This time, I'm gonna try and kill that single guy off.
Well, you succeeded in causing a wound, which I saved.
And then the last guy on the unit, 2 hits, 1 wound. Good.
See, these guys have been the champs. I don't think you've killed any of them. They're all just like...
I think we punched 1 at the beginning, but you also shot one of my guys in the face, and then killed my apothecary by crushing his skull.
Pillow fight.
Alright, so here is the melt-guns and all the rest. They're hitting better. As this fight goes on, they're learning your moves. They got it down. That was ridiculous.
Yes, like so.
And then here is the Power Fist, who's touching your librarian some more. I got a 1 and a 6, 2 opposite ends of the spectrum, followed by a 2. Just roll a 1.
Sir. And ow!
Hey, I win, but don't run away, because we're not done with this.
I'm gonna run away. Run away right now. No,
Nope.
7. We're staying. Okay. All right. Your turn 4. Right? Yes.
Okay. I tank shock with this.
Oh, and you can move these guys too?
And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. They can't hold any objectives, and I'm not sure where they're... They at least could line break.
But hey, you know what? Power Fist on the charge against the Detman.
I am...
Strength 9
Have the chaplain go for
with reroll.
No, you don't get the reroll on vehicles. Just reroll. It's to wound.
Oh, okay, so you get to reroll to hit it.
They're auto hitting. You didn't move.
Oh yeah, I didn't move. So 4 auto hits, needing 5s and 6s. He's only got 3 hull points because I never fixed his hull point.
That's a thing.
You can do it.
But first, I am going to tank shock both those units, actually.
Okay. Closer unit.
That's a pass.
Yeah, okay, so it's a pass. I'm going to actually Death or Glory with the Melt-A-Gun.
Okay.
So auto hit on the front, armor.
Armor 11.
Well, I'm within that.
You're within 6 now.
Yeah.
Battle pen.
And it will
Immobilize you.
Plus 2.
Explode.
Plus
It's 2.
For how far? 1 inch. So we'll hit a couple of my guys.
No ones.
Okay.
Of course, my take resulted in that thing dying. All right, you know what? You talked me into it. We're gonna.
Okay, so they're gonna move 6 inches.
Yeah, just right at him.
Pick the chaplain off. This line break with him.
This game, I literally cannot win. So I am going to just try and kill that tank. So
Well, that's not true.
go home and
These
feel
guys
better
could
about
win,
myself.
These guys could win somehow astronomically win this fight and then run over here and get this objective.
On turn 4? It's turn 4 now. No.
It could be done. It could be done.
He's full of it.
that
It
what
cannot
the
be
It could be
done.
done. It's a 4. It could be done. 12 inches. Or consolidate. And consolidate. You call this a level, right?
Yeah.
So you could be at the top of the level if you consolidate 6, and then you could move 6, and then you could run 6. So you could have it next turn.
Yeah, I only have to run 6. I only have to win combat, consolidate 6, and run 6. Well, why didn't you say so? Hold on, you take the camera while I do that. On to the main event, fighting. These guys charge the Land Raider.
Okay.
9 inches. They Totally there. Overachievers. The chaplain's melta-bombs are unwieldy, so we're just going to go straight to the power fist. 2 base and 1 for charging is 3 attacks.
2 for charging. Rage.
2 for charging. Rage. 4 attacks. They
4 attacks. Auto hit because I didn't move.
Strength 9.
5s and 6s. Got a 5 and a 6.
He's got 1 hull point left.
You can roll. You could roll a 6. Plus, you get roll to see what your other result is.
What other result?
It's a pin.
It's a pen.
It's a pin. Your strength 9.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
It's a 4. Weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This one.
That the same. No, it's the
other
other
one.
side. The other side melted and broken.
Okay, then the melta-bombs I brought on the chaplain.
Okay,
Need
auto
a
hit.
6.
Need a
and
6.
they will kill you.
And it will kill me.
I don't even want to roll it.
Oh, dang it! I was just gonna drive away. Oh,
Wow.
I can't paint on dying on it now, Mason.
Yeah, that's true.
It has died both games I've played it with.
Just paint under the dying now.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Dies
now
has
that
died 100% of the time.
now that we've crossed that mountain, well, I'm just going to get on with the easy stuff that we were talking about a minute ago and wipe these guys out. So I issue a challenge with my power fist.
I'm gonna decline again.
All right, whatever, your thing. So you got 4 attacks total, and 2 of them are on different squad. They're on different squads.
All right, black is on the bigger squad. Wow, 1 hit for 1 wound. Nothing. No wounds. Sorry.
For a fail to
cowardice.
Yeah, if he's not going to fight, I'm not going to fight.
So 1,
3 hits.
3 hits. So it's average. 2
wounds.
We'll start with librarian. Librarian will take him. He's good.
All right,
5.
and my power fist.
Power fist. No hits. Push.
Now
That's what I needed.
Okay, over here. We're still,
Now you can't win. The game could go to 7 turns, Dave. It could go to 7 turns. Checking his watch.
You may as well check.
I'm still fighting.
Still in a challenge. I'm gonna heroically intervene.
Are you?
Yep. I failed.
You
So
failed.
you're still fighting the sergeant.
All right, Sergeant. Mastercrafted. I hit you 3 times, and I cut you down.
Twice.
I cut you down, chump.
I lose by 1.
You're gonna stick
stay.
around. You're too dumb to run now.
Sticking around to try and chompy you next time. Try and finish it off. Get that Corbulo.
All right, turn 5.
Yes. Turn 5. Does night fight begin? No.
Nope.
No night fight.
You gotta have the sun shining on this travesty for a little while longer.
All right. Okay, movement. Most importantly for the game, these 2 squads have moved up. They're now within an easy run distance for them. Maybe a little bit more difficult run distance for them to get into those objectives and cinch off that victory. Assuming that Dave doesn't, roll really well and all kinds of crazy stuff happened. Stern Guard went over the top of this tank. I rolled 3 of the difficult terrain tests, or dangerous terrain tests over the top here. I rolled a 4 and a 5 for difficult terrain, and then 3 tests. 2 ones, made the armor saves. Forgot to roll for the sergeant, who needs to roll right now. He rolled a 6, he's fine. So they're going to come to the rescue, hopefully, of the librarian there.
By the way, you're not done painting that librarian yet. He's kind of got that cowl thing going on.
Yeah.
You should totally paint that as a mane, because he's been the cowardly lion. Don't hit me! Don't hit me!
Paint it yellow.
I'll do it for you.
All right, we had to switch cameras. This camera is not as good resolution. I apologize, guys.
Luckily, this is over.
Yeah, the game is just about over. Proving that the poor Blood Angel Codex definitely needs their update, which is coming October.
Is it?
Yeah.
October?
Well, hey, they get October. Orcs coming out in like June. June, and then in between the Orcs and the Blood Angels, we're getting a...
IG, right?
No, IG comes out in April. IG's next. But in between the 2, we're getting a new box set that features Blood Angels and Orc. It's a new starter box, and it'll have a updated rulebook for 6th edition. It'll have fact changes and other stuff that has changed since they brought out the new rule set. It's actually I'm kind of interested in it. It's going to have a lot of models.
Is the Blood Angels that are coming out in October like a whole redo codex?
It's a new codex.
Like, okay.
New codex.
That's better than the original rumor I heard where we were getting some kind of like web-only update thing.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, there's been a lot of mix-up, or not mix-up, but like change-up of the way that of all kinds of policies on GW's part. All right, okay. So, Stormbolter into the Death Company.
They don't care.
1 hit, no wounds. Twin linked las cannon from there into them. 1, so twin linked, followed by 2, so a miss. That one back there, same place. Hit and wound, so a cover save, which you'll make. And then the third one that I've got over there will do the same thing, twin linked. I rolled a 2 and then 4 and a 1. Wow, okay, was not meant to be. This las cannon here will fire at you. Hit and wound. And you made another cover save. Run with this guy who's hanging on this objective. I'm not even worried about the 2 bolters. Don't even care. Sure, whatever. I'll roll the 2 bolters that are probably in range. Could make all the difference in the world, right? A 4 and a 5, followed by 2 5s. There's all my wounds. Oh, one guy's gonna fail. One guy died. Made all the difference in the world.
Don't underestimate the bolters, guys.
Bolters are great. They'll run.
That bolter guy's up there pointing all those
inches.
lattice cannons like this.
I just did it. Those guys over there will run 5 inches. We'll move them out in a second. It will, yeah. Do that again, Dave. Yeah, showing the directions they're running.
5 and 3.
5 and 3. So they're
do
going
it?
to move. Well, we'll do it in a second. And then here, I'm going to assault you.
Okay.
Wow. 1 so far and a cocked die for a 3. Well, good thing that we're right next to you. So here's our assault. Bloop. Okay.
You based this guy too?
Oh, I guess I don't have to because he's not the same unit, so I'm not going to. I choose not to.
Okay.
I was gonna say that'd be a multi-charge.
I don't want to lose an attack. Oh, and guess what? I challenge with my sergeant from the Stern Guard.
Who has nothing but is just a sergeant.
He's just a sergeant.
Well, I accept because I'm not a coward. I'm not
Fair
afraid
enough.
of your chainsword.
Fair enough. That's all right. It means that I get to chop up the rest of your unit, which is what I've wanted the whole time. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's start swinging.
All right. What you got?
Here's my sergeant who just charged you. He's gonna hit you once and wound you once. Oh, it was a 1 for a second. Almost just died. All right, and
Here,
then
let's just go to that part.
go ahead. Oh, my sergeant's gonna die. A 1 and a 3. Poor sergeant. Okay. Now I've got the 4 Stern Guard that are going on the squad. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, I'm gonna give you this camera real quick. We're gonna spin the camera. Sorry, guys. Here's the Stern Guard, and then I've got 1 guy. We're gonna put 2 guys on the single guy, and then here's my. That's it.
That's
so
it.
So here's the 4 that are on the single guy. They're gonna hit you 3 times and wound you twice, which you'll survive. And then here's the Stern Guard. Wow, they rolled average. Okay. And average. So 3 wounds. Ha! Finally killed somebody.
Feel no pain. Corbullo.
Stupid Corbullo.
That's okay. You did. You killed
I
somebody.
got one. I got one.
I'm gonna kill a melt again.
Alright, the melt gun. And you're coming back. You can swing at my command squad or my. Well, actually, let's see. This guy, right? The melt gun. The melt gun has to swing. Here. Okay.
This guy's gonna swing first.
Okay, so he's going to swing at the either way, Stern Guard or command squad.
I'm gonna swing at the command squad. I don't care about your stern.
Okay, so everybody swings at the command squad still. So 6 attacks total at the command squad. Right?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2 guys and 2 mountain gun guys.
Good hits. 4 of them. And good wounds. 2 of them. 1 on the librarian. And 1 on the... I should just take both on the librarian. I have to. No, he's good, though. Alright, so now he's going to axe somebody. He's going to axe some guys, some questions.
I think he's been holding it for too long. He doesn't even know how to swing it anymore.
he hit you 3 times. This is an axe, so he wounds you on 3s. He wounds you twice, and he's going to turn his force weapon on, so you can't feel no pain. He succeeds at that, so 2 guys are snicker-snacked. So it's just the sergeant and
That's it. And
sergeant
the single
and a
guy.
single guy left. So you actually lose combat by 2.
Sergeant.
Good. No, he's gonna run. And then the other guy,
Other guy.
he's
Also
gonna run. Do I catch you? Here's the command squad. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you probably. And the other guys.
Here's the sergeant. He's
got-
gonna stay, and the other guy's gonna stay too.
All right, so we just pile in now.
And they shall know no fear. My sergeant's sitting there with your sergeant, your former sergeant, dripping out of his glove. Like, what else you got there, dude with the axe?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I did what I needed to do. All right, so that was my turn 5. So now you. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is Corbulo fight. Go ahead, Corbulo. You are first.
You can't do it.
He could kill me right now. Mastercrafted. He's got
They
the
all
bullet he
hit.
needs. He just needs 6.
I
Oh, you got me! Dang it! I was gonna crush Corbulo.
Hassan chop.
Dang it!
And he will consolidate a whole inch, which is good. He wasn't going for.
All right. Well, okay. Your turn 5.
Yay!
All right. So you moved. You don't have a ton left.
I've given up all pretense of being able to win the game now because you hold 6 points worth of objectives, plus your line breaking, plus you killed my warlord.
Well, to be fair, because I want to say it, I actually hold 11 points worth of objectives.
Oh, I'm saying
I've got that one.
I'm going to do what your thing was.
Oh,
where
yeah,
I
yeah.
win and I consolidate 6 and I run 6.
Got it.
and Something else happens, like I shift the table and it gets closer. Whatever. Anyway, all of that
It
said and
sounds
done,
scientific to me. Actually,
I'm just going to
I believe
grind this down. So Corbulo went this way, the Death Company came that way. There is no shooting. We're going to charge now. Corbulo first. He goes 8 inches. That's enough. And then the Death Company, who go 4 inches. That's also enough, but not as nice as I wanted it to be. Let's see. That is the Stern Guard. So the Death Company are going to charge the Stern Guard.
it. Cool.
Oh, that's who Corbulo charged as well. Imagine that.
Funny.
All right.
How interesting.
On to the fighting. Corbulo goes first.
Okay. Or actually, a challenge.
Oh, yes. My sergeant issued
Wait, oh, yeah, it's your
a
turn.
challenge to the unit he's fighting, the command squad.
I would just give him a little something. He's very
All right, I'll give him a little something. I finally accept with my librarian. It doesn't make any difference. Like, it doesn't. It doesn't. I already got. It doesn't matter if I lose my guy.
just
Because
for glory's sake.
yeah.
All right. Corbulo on the Stern Guard. Mastercrafted. 4 hits. Followed by one wound. That was terrible.
1 wound. Made my armor
He
save.
was deflated. All right.
Okay.
At initiative step 4, we get some pile-ins.
Cannot pile into the librarian.
Nope, Stern Guard. Pile in like that, whatever.
Okay.
So, Death Company.
Your regular Death Company guy.
He wouldn't pile it anyway, he's a power fist. Regular Death Company guy. 2 base. Howdy.
How's it going, Rich?
2 base, 2 weapons.
Show Rich up on
rage,
it. Hey guys.
And
All right.
2 base, charge 2 weapons. So 4 for the chaplain,
Okay.
who's also weapon skill 5.
Yep. It's 3
And
hits.
he hit,
Not mastercrafted.
but he does get to reroll his to
To
hit.
hit because he's on the charge. So
He's got
4.
all those.
Okay. And he's got
Strength 6,
Strength 6.
Clumsiness Arcanum, AP 4,
So
3
3.
wounds.
Okay.
And to go with that, the Death Company man, who gets reroll, because he's like the greatest
And
thing
he's
ever.
weapon skill 5. So 4 hits there.
And then 3s followed by some 3s.
Because he's got, that's a 2 there that you're picking up. So 3 wounds. So a total of 6 saves on the
Stern Guard.
Stern Guard. Well, I obligingly lose 2. So I average roll.
Take that dirty Stern Guard, but you get a swing.
Okay, so they're going to swing back. I'm going to actually swing those 2 back right now. This one's based over here. We're not going to swing at Corbulo. Why waste our time? So, well, this guy right here is not based on anyone, so he's going to pile into the Stern Guard or the Death Company as well. So So I've got 3 on Death Company and 1 on the single guy. On the Death Company. 5 hits.
Wow.
Yeah, trying.
Oh wait, it's not your command squad.
Well,
Is my son Barrett?
How's it going, man?
3. 3 on the Death Company.
Around here.
1. Feel no pain.
I probably want a big
Dies. So the regular Death Company guy will die, and then the single guy on your single guy, which I can roll at the same time as the 2 command squad guys. See if I can kill this single guy off, clinching. Well, actually, you still have your sergeant left, but I think we're going to mutually destroy each other. 2 wounds on the single guy, and
He does die.
Feel no
Feel
pain.
no pain. He stays
does.
dead. He gets his attacks back on your command squad.
Okay,
Both hit. 1 wound.
1 wound on the way out, and I'm going to fail. Okay, and then 2 of these guys die. 1, 2. Okay.
And then it came down to
Your Power Fist
my
goes.
Power Fist coming into your 2 base and charging. 3s to hit with reroll,
All hits.
and 2s to crushionate with reroll.
Now, well, you can only crushionate 2 guys because there's only 2 guys
I
left.
crushionated them with each other.
Stern guard are not dead. Yeah, we're gonna do the challenge, right?
And then the challenge.
Here's my 3 attacks, master crafted. So I hit you 3 times, 3s to wound you. We will turn our sword on. You will die. I rolled a 9. So I kill your sergeant, and if he rolls crappy here. Yes! Yes! My librarian just lived! He just
That
lived!
could have happened forever ago, and you could have been out of this
That
combat.
could have been over.
It's possible. I'm gonna go with
Cowardice doesn't pay, folks. Cowardice doesn't pay.
my warlord's still alive. That pays. You know what I never did? I never got to use the shooting thing. Oh, he's going for the high 5. You
Good
left him
game.
hanging.
Oh, my
Oh, I was actually coming in to give you the handshake.
Oh,
but
the
you holding
handshake.
a camera, that would be
Oh,
awkward.
wrong hand, and I got the sweat on the hand. Oh, camera, you're so small.
I
Good
would
game.
say it's not worth rolling to see whether it goes to a 6th and 7th turn. It's done.
Right. Good game, Dave.
Good game.
Well played, everybody. Quick recap. From my perspective, I think I could have moved differently. Like the Vindicator got killed because I moved poorly with it. It did draw the Land Raider out, which may or may not have been a good thing. I think that the Army did what it needed to do, but I'm going to say that, like I pointed out at the beginning, I feel like it's a good list. I don't think that it's a list that will do well in a very competitive or tournament environment because people don't think tanks are meta right now, and I like my tanks, and I think they did very well, but I tend to agree to some extent that, I mean, I got very lucky. Dave's dice were very bad. It was very possible that Dave could have come in on his first turn and blown up 2 of my Razorbacks. You know, I mean, the Detman could have been destroyed much earlier. He had some really bad rolls. I had some really good rolls with my tanks. You know, they were the ones that, you know, I really think my las cannons kind of carried the day because they immobilized your flyer, so you couldn't drop guys out.
Everything you needed to do, you did.
It happened
was
now.
rehearsed.
It went well, yeah. It definitely went well. There's no doubt about that. I can't deny that.
It's my Storm Raven's own fault. He did exactly as I said. He failed to execute that Razorback, so that Razorback
Shot him in the butt.
effectively executed him.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, if I would definitely play this army again just because it was fun and I had a good time with it, and I of course love the models.
Deadman MVP?
Detman was MVP, yes, because the Detman. Well, all my troop choices are alive, which is not something I'm used to having happen to me. A lot of times, I run weak troop choices as far as the meta goes, but.
What units of yours are actually dead right now?
I lost the Stern Guard. Both units of Stern Guard died. The Apothecary, or not the Apothecary, the Tech Marine died. I have a single Command Squad guy left.
And your Vindicator, you said?
And my
the
Vindicator.
Storm Shields did pretty good for
The Storm Shields did, yeah.
fairly well because
They
they
did.
absorbed a lot of Power Fists coming their way because the librarian
I was watching those
doing
Thomas
this.
dice. I was watching those Thomas dice. That's what we
The Thomas
refer
Dice.
to them as.
The Thomas Dice could, yes. The Dave Dice failing and the Thomas Dice succeeding.
It's all good. It happens.
It was a good game. I don't know. What do you think?
About my army, your army. I like your army. I hate your tank. That thing's broken. But whatever. My MVP, it's hard to... Corbulo did very well.
It's always Corbulo.
Corbulo did very
Corbulo
well,
always
like,
does well,
to the point. I mean, he was still alive at the end of the game, still killing people. It was worth killing my librarian in order to keep him alive. The Death Company did very well when they finally decided to show up.
Right.
You know, even just 3 of them charging into the Stern Guard wiped them out. The Dreadnought was awful.
I was going to say, would you still bring that?
The second he showed up, what I had actually wanted to bring, I just wasn't ready yet, it'd be my Librarian Dreadnought.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think.
And I was kind of toying with the idea of giving him biomancy powers, because if you roll the right things, that could actually be a thing.
Right.
If I was going to play Blood Angels, I probably would do something like that until the new book comes out. I would always bring Death Company. That's a given.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so good now.
Even though it's zillions of points, I like them in jump packs too. So it's something I would think about.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's a ton of
I don't know that I
points,
would.
but-
I think I would do it. Here's the problem that I have. If I bring jump packs with them, then I'm like, well, I really want to bring the Lamardes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, Lamardes is another 150 points. And then at that point, it's like, well, I might as well be able to bring a regular unit of them, so I should bring an Astaroth too.
You've always got to bring a chaplain. I mean, that's a given.
Right.
Your chaplain's 100 and a jump pack's 25, so it's 125. It's only 25 more points to make him be Lamardes.
So I have a question.
That's how you look at it.
That's a good way to look at it. But you are talking about 15 points per Death Company model.
Yeah.
And you have to pay
That's
for
something
pay for 3 of them
I will
to get Lamardes.
I will guarantee you, and maybe I'm wrong, but I will guarantee you when the book comes out in October, that's one of the biggest changes that'll happen, even if they change nothing else. Death Company are going to become significantly cheaper as far as like upgrades to jetpacks. I mean, take a look at the Vanguard vets in the Space Marine book, things like that. They're elite combat units, able to take lots of war gear. But it was always very, points heavy to put jump packs on them. Nobody ever played with them. Suddenly, it's very affordable. The new Vanguard.
Yeah,
vets
but they don't have heroic intervention anymore.
Right.
The Blood Angel ones do have heroic intervention and wings of sanguinius.
But what I'm saying is there's no way jump packs are going to stay 15 points for Death Company.
I definitely agree with that. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to only 1 per army, though.
We'll see. Okay, here's a question, though. So, if you could bring the Blood Talon Dreadnought, why not put it in those drop pods that lets it assault on it? What's it called?
Because I don't
Lucy's
play
pattern?
Forge World stuff.
But, I mean,
That's
you got
why.
1 tank. I think it's fair that you bring them 1.
I don't do it. I'm
largely.
I'm still wrapping my brain around the whole you can bring whatever you want anymore.
Yeah.
Thomas knows my argument, my stance on this. I'm very fluent with 40K and what's in different armies. I can speak very confidently about, what I know. People start talking about things, I know what that is, I know what that does. Mm-hmm. You start talking about Forge World stuff, I'm so out of it, I don't even know what it is. Like, you could, I have the amazing Gahooter valve that comes down and does this. I believe you, I wouldn't know. So...
You're not wrong. I too don't. I mean, actually, here's a plug. Here's a plug for the web store, since we're supposed to do those, and here's we're supposed to do it robot-like. Anyway,
check out web store.
Check out web store. It's amazing.
No, it is actually awesome.
It's really great. No, I have. We've had people trade in Forge World models, pre-Heresy Marines. I have 30 pre-Heresy Emperor's Children Tactical Squad Marines.
There's a bunch that are on there going up.
There's a bunch going up soon.
I believe.
Guys, check the web store. I've gotten a lot of great stuff off of there, and you can get all kinds of great stuff. I think if I went back and figured out exactly everything that I've gotten off the web store, I'd probably gotten
you saved
4,000 or 5,000 points worth of stuff. Yeah, and you save a lot of money. I got a brand new in plastic 3-man bike Raven Wing bike squad, which is like a 40 something dollars, $28.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a super find. I was like, what? So anyway, but that aside, other than stuff that I've gotten off of the web store, this was given to me as a birthday present. Hey, shout out to you, Detman. There you go, man.
Yeah.
I played a tank and a bat. You're tanking a bat rep, man. And I think it's fun. But I mean, there's definitely, when you start looking at like competitive play, it's a question of, hey,
That tank, I think, plays competitively. There's a lot of lists out there that wouldn't even have a way of dealing with it.
right? Well, no, I guess what I'm trying to say is Forge World in general.
Oh.
It's a question of,
Is it balanced?
is it balanced?
No.
But then GW's not really looking for balance anymore.
I mean,
So
no,
you have to
if-
check with your local
if I
TOs.
bring a Warhound Titan and 2 turbo lasers, I would.
Yeah, that's true. Did you know that?
If you didn't, and I did.
Did you know that Adepticon actually added in another event? It's called Exterminatus. It's another tournament. I don't remember what the point value is, but if you are part of the championship tournament, you can put your ticket. You can change your ticket to Exterminatus, and it's a tournament with no holds bar. Bring whatever. Bring everything. It's got escalation. It's got the Forge World stuff. It's the chapter. You know, they still have their approved stuff you can bring. And their fact that you're using, but you can do whatever you want. It's kind of like their Gladiator used to be, but everything. But
Do whatever I want. I would write my own rules for myself. I'd dress up in cosplay as a
movie
giant
Marines.
Titan, a David class Titan.
a David class Titan, you stand on the table and kick
I
your
have
bottles.
Stuff over.
I have strength D weapons. It stands for
Dave's
Dave.
foot.
Everything my foot crushes is dead. This is how this works. I get 6 crushes per turn.
Then
You have to
play like a Godzilla
you have to
soundtrack
throw
in the
dice at
background.
me. It doesn't matter what you roll. If you can wound me, I'll wear goggles. If you could hit me in the eye,
It is a little bit silly that GW has decided to. A lot of veteran
remember the
players
old
feel that
VDR
way.
stuff when they put out a thing. This is super old school. They had VDR rules, vehicle design rules.
Yeah, yeah.
You could create your own thing, and they had different things people created. They had them in like the White Dwarf and things. Some of them
tiered
were really
Bio-Titans and
cool.
stuff, that
Some of them were deodorant that had been turned into something. That's not a lie. Somebody took I don't even remember what they built, but there was like somebody out there, look it up. There's some kind of vehicle built out of a deodorant container or whatever. I don't remember if it was cool or if it sucked, but it existed. And it had rules, and it was like, I did this. And they had these whole convoluted, I made this crazy ass, whatever thing. Anyway, remember that? That was the thing.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, and as long as you're playing the game, you enjoying the game the way you want to play it, it's great. For the tournament scene, it's kind of a bummer. But if you're not a tournament player, you love the hobby and stuff. It is kind of fun because it means the people who do have those miniatures, who have never really, maybe have them because they love them, but haven't been able to play them, they can play them now, and that's great and all.
I want to hear the overall vote from the fans.
you
What
wanna-
they
yeah.
say about it, whether they like Forge World being in regular games or not. I just want to hear what they say.
Yeah, I think if you're going to play Forge World, everybody should have it, type of thing. I mean, it's no fun. It's like, I brought this, and you can't kill it.
Well, it's kind of the same thing when flyers came out. People, as a courtesy, they would say, "Hey, do you have a flyer? No. Okay, well, I'll bring mine then." Just in all fairness.
Right? Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
If
hey,
you're ever in Utah, you should make arrangements to stop by the studio, check this place out, and play some games.
You should.
Fun.
yeah, and hey, maybe sometime you could come in May, for Valhalla.
That too.
It could be a thing. It's in a much swankier place than this studio.
It is, and the studio is pretty swanky upstairs. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys again soon.